Roundtable. What is good, everybody? We live. The NFL season's right around the corner. Let's freaking go, baby. The New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills. Our season begins in a week, baby. Let's freaking go. Hit that thumbs up button for the channel. I know you guys are hyped up right now. Let's freaking go. Let's bring in the boys, baby. Let's bring in the boys. I'm hyped up right now. I'm hyped up right now, baby.
Yeah, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. It's real. It's
Dan,
real.
I have no idea why you're hyped up because you're about to get stomped week one. But we'll get into that in this show.
Well, first off, we certainly will get into it. But now I'm very excited that all the people that had no business of being in the NFL are now out. We have our 53-man rosters right in front of us. We know exactly how this is going out. And let me tell you what, guys, spoiler alert. At first, I was kind of like nervous about a couple of holes that the Bills did have, but not anymore. So we'll get into it. Monday night's about to be painful.
We will get into it, baby. Guys, smash that like button on your way into the show, please. It helps out the channel tremendously. But let's get straight into business. Let's go around the table. We heard from Dan already. Tyson, how you doing today? You excited for the NFL season to start, or how you feeling?
Whatever the opposite of hyped up is, I'm hyped down.
You're hyped down. Football's back.
I don't give a damn, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't care. I'm just really upset with my team. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just upset with the state of the franchise, the decisions that have been made this offseason. I don't like last week. I somebody talked me into being excited, but I just have to take the fanboy hat off, bro. I just can't be that type of fan that just blindly just believes everything the franchise is telling them. And I'm just not excited, bro. But I'm excited to watch every other team fail this season. So that's literally the only thing that makes me happy is that I know for a fact that nobody else in this division is going to get what they want either.
Oh, no.
This is going to be an interesting season. We got Tyson not happy with his own team, and he's going to be rooting for the demise of our team over the W's of his own team. Woo!
For the downfall.
This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be a fun one. TD, I know you're excited for the Dolphins, but JT, I thought you said he's a Dolphin.
That's rough.
I thought you said he's a Dolphin.
I got this. I got the screenshot.
Jonathan Taylor. What happened?
I never said Julius Thompson was a Dolphin.
Julius Thompson. Jonathan Taylor.
One thing I did want to clarify was that I thought I read something today. I'm not sure if it was true, but apparently. And so the Colts were asking for Jalen Waddle and a first or something.
We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
You got bamboozled. That sucks.
Everything's been good on the Miami Dolphins end. We were Super Bowl favorites before. Jonathan Taylor was still Super Bowl favorites after.
Super Bowl favorites according to who?
According to everybody except the delusional Jets fans. But, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun tonight. One thing I'm going to concede, I'm going to give Dan some props. I didn't think he would make the 53-man roster, but Josh Allen actually made it on. He skated in.
Surprise, surprise, man.
That's true,
Bills
man.
fans, we were shocked, but happy at the same time. Oh, man, so much promise for that young Josh Allen this year. Watch out.
Congratulations to Josh Allen for making the 53-man roster. I absolutely love it. I want to give a big shout out to King Cat, the newest member of the channel.
King Cat, the $1,000 tier. Thank you, sir.
You deserve a free membership, King Cat.
Hold on, did King Cat really just become a member, or did he stop it and redo it? All the donations, he just becoming a member.
Hey, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, man. That's what's up, man.
The first super chat of the show is from Blazing Bolts with a
Chargers fan is up in here.
Let's go. We appreciate the love. That's interesting.
Is that Chargers?
Yeah. Well, I would assume, right?
Is that a Chargers logo?
So not unless that's
that's a Chargers. You should know you got a Chargers channel, TD.
But that's
Chargers talk.
But is that the actual logo now though?
That's the old logo.
No.
That's the old logo.
Is it?
I think, right?
I didn't know they
No,
had
I think that's
logo.
that might be like a fan
It's a
logo
hybrid.
that somebody made.
I gotta go switch
it
it on my
team or something.
I gotta switch it to that on my other channel, man.
Tony, ready for week one? # take flight. Great EDP video, Tyson.
Oh, that's
Appreciate it.
That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. Now, since we were just talking about that Chargers fan, at least so the alleged Chargers fan. I'm always curious, guys. Please sound off in the chat. Say, for example, that you root for another team outside of the AFC East. It's always something I'm very curious to see about how far this show's fan base truly extends. Really curious. Say, for example, you're repping another team. Please sound off. Let us know what you got.
Shout
Put it
out
in
to
the comment
Tony.
section.
And also shout out to Nick, the newest member of the channel. Let's go. Welcome.
Nick Robinson. What up, my
Freaking get it.
friend?
And Dan, you weren't here last week, but I know you were missed because we had a new Patreon member come on for the Q&A, and he wasn't a fan of the AFC East. And guess what team he represented?
So it's my boy Mike from the Browns, right?
Yep.
Browns guy? Yo, bro. My boy Mike, man. He's a writer for, I think it's Cleveland.com. Huge Browns fan. He's the man. I like that. Some objective opinions.
Yeah,
out
he
there.
came
It was
on and he
great.
was upset that we were saying and talking about the AFC East being the best division because he thinks the AFC North is the best.
I mean, I
which
would
they
to
have been
agree
the
with
best.
him.
That is true.
And so I'd have to agree with him on that. But that's another conversation to have.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get him into the show at the end of the show when we get to the Patreons. We got a Raiders fan in the chat. Let's freaking go. Appreciate it.
Raiders in. Oh, baby. Raiders.
All right, so let's get into the chat more. So we got Chargers, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Gangrene, Fins Up, Miami.
So multiple Chargers fans.
We got a lot of people in this chat, man. This is exciting stuff. Nick Robinson, newest member, coming in with the super chat. Love this roundtable. Y'all
That's my boy.
always ring the energy. TD, you're just terrified of Josh Allen. It's all love, though. Can't wait to see y'all week 1. Go Bills.
Nick Robinson, my boy. He'll be there. We'll
Salute
be hanging
to you,
out
Nick.
right there. And hey, listen, he's absolutely correct because TD has nightmares about Josh Allen, baby.
Stop lying.
We're about to be giving him a King Cat.
Yo, yo, King Cat. What more do we say, bro? This is craziness.
Oh my god.
I want to shout out. Do we have a new Patreon member too? Just
Yeah, we do.
Did you guys say that already?
No.
Okay. Shout out to De La SoCal or something like that. I can't.
Yeah, new Patreon member. Hopefully we'll see you later in the show to come on to the segment.
Read the screen, Tyson.
Oh, I just exited out of it. Hold on.
King-
What did he say?
Said,
Welcome
welcome back,
back.
master at twerk. Pats or cheeks. Go Jets.
I agree with the second part of that.
Oh man.
Yo, King
that's
Cat,
good.
seriously, bro, cannot thank you enough for this insane, generous donation. Everybody in the chat, can you guys give some love and some hype to our boy King Cat? Spam W King Cat in the chat right now because this guy
Yes.
is so freaking generous. We cannot thank you enough. And of course, he's a Jets fan. Let's freaking go Jets, baby. He's ready to freaking go for the season. Woo! I wish you were coming to week 1, bro. I wish you were coming to our week 1 event. I really, really wish we can meet you, bro. But
King
we'll meet
Cat's
you
been
one
a
day.
G. He's been a G.
Patrick, $4, says 2 QBs really on Pat's practice squad. Yeah, I wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots go into the season with 1 quarterback on their active roster.
Jesus Christ.
I find that interesting.
And so Brady's incoming, man.
Tyson, what's your thoughts of them cutting Zappy and Malik and then bring it back to the practice squad? Like, they're not going to have a backup quarterback on, like, the team?
Belichick has gone senile. He needs to be put into a mental institute. He needs to be institutionalized. Okay, this move is the fact. Listen, I lost my marbles yesterday when they cut Zappy and Malik Cunningham. I knew nobody was going to pick up Zappy, but I was afraid that somebody was going to actually pick up Malik Cunningham just because of what he did in that preseason game. I mean, why not? But people couldn't fit him on their roster. But he is back on the practice squad, and so is Zappy. Oh, Zappy is about to be. I know Cunningham's coming back. I think they announced that already. But yeah. Belichick has lost it, bro. The entire franchise has lost it.
So here's like what I'm almost guaranteeing is going to happen. And so Carson Wentz is going to be your QB2 in a matter of 2 days.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah,
I would
neither
actually have Carson Wentz as a starting quarterback over Mac Jones. I like him.
And so neither would I.
And I'm not saying that he's, the next coming of anything, because we see how bad he
Yep.
was last year with Washington. But I like him over Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I'll take any quarterback over Mac Jones at this point.
I thought Mac Jones was doing better, bro. I thought you saw a little something.
No, I was I don't know what the hell I saw, but I don't know if I saw it. It was maybe like a light. I saw a light at the end of the tunnel, but turned out it was a train.
Hey,
I don't know
Bill,
what I think I was under the influence when I said that. To be honest
Bill
with you,
Belichick made a statement. He said, "You the one and only quarterback made at 53. I'm gonna bring some back to back you up, but I want to make a statement. We believe in you, Mac. Y'all
that's
to the
exactly
Super Bowl,
what
bro.
that's exactly what that move tells me, is that his ego, Mac's ego, is so like shot to where he can't even have a backup quarterback sitting behind him because of what happened last year when he got benched for Zappy.
Wow.
His ego is so fragile where he can't even have anybody just looking over his shoulder or he gets frazzled. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
It's gonna be crazy.
And that's why they don't even, that's why, bro, who the hell, how do we not even have a backup? Like that's crazy to me. There's no team in the NFL, every NFL team has at least a backup. We don't even got a backup.
Yeah, that is wild.
That makes no sense.
Fellas, we got 2 more Patreon members just signed up. Tony, shout out to you, homie. Welcome. And then we also have Michael Constantino. Welcome. Hopefully we see y'all in the open portion.
Let's go. And remember, the $10 one is the one that gives you access to the Q&A, which is the second tier. The first tier doesn't. So just want to remind you guys about that. We appreciate everybody, all the Patreon members. Chris with a $10 super chat. Richie, is the Bosa thing legit? No, it is not legit. This is just Jets fans getting over the moon. Nick Bosa's not going to be a Jet. And if he is, I mean, guys, we're talking about literally the best thing about this Jets team outside of getting Aaron Rodgers is the defensive line. Obviously, you can never say no, but the Jets are not getting Nick Bosa. Okay, I know it's another pipe dream that we want to throw around, but I'm here to tell you guys, sorry to rain on your parade of Jets fans that want everything. We're not getting it. Let's be satisfied with what we got with this roster, because this is the best Jets roster on paper in my entire life of being a Jets fan. So let's just soak it in and let's enjoy the ride. But I personally don't think it's going to be a thing. We just paid Quinnen Williams. We don't have the money to extend him long term. We still got to pay young guys eventually. We're good with what we got, bro. We're good with what we got. I'm telling you. And that's not a knock on Nick Bosa. He's one of the best in the league. Malachi, $5 says, Tyson, admit you were wrong. Mac cured Zappy fever and destroyed Malik Mania. You claim he wouldn't be the starter, and now he's the only one.
Exactly what did he do to destroy it besides be the starting quarterback? For no, like, he didn't earn it. He was just giving it to, because you know why? He gets the first round pick nod. The fact that he was such a high pick is the only reason why he's a starting quarterback in this league. If Mac Jones was drafted in the second or the third round, he'd be gone by now. They have to try. Belichick and Kraft can't be wrong about that pick, bro, because they know it's going to cost them Belichick's job, because he's the one who drafted him. You don't ever want to be wrong about your first quarterback that you take in the first round. This is why Greer is tied with Tua. Belichick is now tied to the hip to Mac. That's the only reason why they're doing this, bro, to cater to him and coddling him like a little baby. So,
and you can argue Douglas is tied to the hip of Zach Wilson. They brought in Aaron Rodgers to help develop him.
Exactly. So because when Aaron Rodgers, whenever he does leave, whether I don't know how long it's gonna be, but Zach Wilson is still gonna be there. You know what I mean? Exactly.
You're right on that. TD Foolish Chalk comes in. TD, I'm your greatest fan.
Wow, that photo is crazy, bro.
What the?
Did you really make that
TD,
face
I'm
with
your
that
greatest
Photoshop?
fan? Whoa,
that has to be an
dude.
effect, bro. What the heck am I looking at?
What? Yo, that's like a horror movie right there. What the hell? That's a lot of gums right there, man.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Listen, man.
Damn.
The fans, I guess.
Like that's an AI picture or something.
Yeah, that's scaring me. He's coming back at you, Tyson. What are you gonna say to Malachi?
Tyson sounded more delusional. What am I delusional about? You the one that thinks the Patriots are gonna win a Super Bowl this year, bro. Get out of here with that.
Why do I even get that label of delusion when everything?
I mean,
I mean,
you say Super Bowl every year.
I mean,
So
that's
if you lie to
different,
yourself, you
though.
lie to whoever,
Oh,
man.
that's different. You're right. It's
That's
different.
different. Don't what I tell you gonna end up happening with the Bills happen every year. Don't what I tell you with the Jets.
No,
and
no, you're
Patriots.
delusional about
But
the
when you
Dolphins.
continuously move the goalposts, obviously you're gonna be right eventually.
Ain't nobody moving no goalposts with Josh Allen on the team.
Man, you're moving goalposts every single time, bro. It
So-
starts
13
off by not winning the division, then it's like, oh, you're gonna be first rounded. Oh, you're gonna lose in the divisional. Oh, you're gonna lose in the conference. Oh,
13
yeah.
seconds. 13 seconds.
So
Plot
even
twist,
if
Mac Jones
it's-
is the backup, says DeAndre.
And so even if we were to win a Super Bowl, it then would turn into that we cheated, or was, say, for an example, an entire fluke, or hey man, so one more until the Dolphins, y'all are, y'all won't win it for another 50 years, something like that. That's
You ain't gotta
exactly
worry.
what-
You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about
man.
proving that.
Oh,
Hey, but
King Cat wants me to play it. You think I think I gotta play it?
what's the TD?
what?
clip?
Play what?
See, I wasn't gonna do it.
Wow.
What
See,
TD clip?
Richie. Now
There's
you
so
in
many of them.
cahoots.
I don't know which one you're talking
So
about.
that's a new segment on the show.
Now
It's
you
the
in
TD clip
cahoots.
segment.
with
Play that
King
TD
Cat?
clip.
Bro,
Play that
bro,
TD
honestly,
clip.
Play that TD
I didn't
clip.
even know you said this. It's just
I can't believe
my
you,
subs-
Richie.
my subscribers watch your show. Okay, they watch your channel, and apparently last night you had some good things to say about the Jets, and they brought it to my attention. And they wanted
Wow.
they wanted me to clip
Richie.
it.
I can't believe you, Richie.
It's not me. I didn't do anything. It's it's King Cat and it's everybody else telling me about you.
I'm putting copyrights on all you.
We're gonna copyright our own channel.
I'm taking us
If I
down,
need to.
baby.
If I
I'm
need
taking
to.
us down.
Now I didn't clip it. But I'll go find it. I'll go find it.
Oh my god.
Just because King Cat brought it to my attention, I wasn't gonna play it, but I mean, King Cat sends in $50. I think we got to do it, TD.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah. I feel like that's absolutely.
Okay, we'll do it soon. I promise you, King Cat. Headed to Week 1, Jets vs Bills. I'm dumb hype. Question: Dan TD, special master at work. Will you admit then we're legit contenders?
So I'm assuming that's a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a Jets fan. I mean, listen, y'all are y'all are a very good team. So I fell in love with your defense last year. I love your playmakers and everything along those lines.
Why
I do
why
like
did you
Aaron
fall in love
Rodgers
with our
quite a
defense?
bit. And so I liked your defense, man. Listen, I'm a
Why is
football
that?
fan, and I can appreciate good football when you're not playing my Buffalo Bills team. I still think that the Buffalo Bills are going to absolutely crush you week 1. But as far as being contenders is concerned, I would say you're in the conversation. Absolutely. And so you add like a top 5 quarterback at Aaron Rodgers to your team. I mean, I'm not going to be delusional and say no, but it just all depends on whether or not that a lot of your key pieces can stay healthy. Because let's be honest with ourselves here. The Jets are notorious for like having some of their star players drop like flies.
And we're
when it
fully
comes
healthy
down
heading into the year,
injuries.
baby, which is a miracle.
Yeah, so that's something you also need to put into consideration. But as of now, saying that all of you guys stay healthy, then yeah, for sure. But like I said, I mean, and so the Jets are known for like suffering some very serious injuries all across the board for as long as I can remember. So as long as you stay healthy with this roster right now, 110%.
Also, KG, if you're coming to the game, we are hosting a tailgate party. And if you want to come through, those tickets are linked in the top of the chat. So, guys, for those of you guys if those of you guys that are coming to Week 1, MetLife Stadium, Jets versus the Bills, and you don't have any plans before the game, us four are hosting a tailgate party hosted by Gotham City Crew. The ticket comes with all-inclusive drinks, food, live DJ, arcade games, a gigantic event happening at the parking lot. And also, us four will be together doing a live show from the tailgate. So if you guys come to the tailgate, you guys can be featured on the live show. You'll be in the background. We're going to have special guests on. We're going to have live, not call-ins, because you're going to be in person with us. And it's going to be exciting. So all the people that bought tickets through us, you guys are already get access to the tailgate. But those of you guys that are already going to the game and did not purchase tickets through us, the link is pinned in the top of the chat. Click that link, purchase your tickets, and you will get access to the Gotham City tailgate with the AFC East Roundtable. Exciting stuff. TD is a truth teller, and I am a Patreon member too.
Let's go.
What truth does he tell? Please
Everything.
tell me.
I'll tell you the truth
Everything.
he told. I gotta freaking find it.
Wow, really, Richie?
Could somebody
Really?
send it to me? Because I can't freaking.
No,
find this.
Richie.
I
Don't
mean,
do
dude,
it,
King
Richie.
Cat sent
Is
in.
it the
Sent it
live
in,
stream
you already
where he
know.
claimed that Jonathan Taylor was gonna be a Miami Dolphin?
No, it's him. It's him saying really
what?
interesting, good things about the New York
This is
Football
crossing
Jets.
the line. What happens on my channel, we keep it real.
Who is TD?
So you don't keep it real here.
Who is TD disgusting talk?
Oh, Tyson's got you there. So wait, we don't keep it real here. So everything you say here is nonsense.
Listen, man. Next super chat.
Oh man, King Lowski's in the building. You know we're gonna hear from him later. One of the craziest callers that we've got. The best caller that we got. Uh-oh, here we go again. Here I go. Jets are getting smoked by Buffalo week 1. Oh.
They are balling B money. Absolutely. You already know what's up. You already know exactly how that's
What
working.
is that? What is that?
See all these people impersonating us, bro. That's why I don't show my face, but I'm gonna show my face next Wednesday. Y'all gonna get your wish.
Hey, we're excited to see your face. You can't hide your face in person either.
No, that is true unless I show it with like a mask.
Even
Nah.
TD fans are delusional.
So even TD's fans are delusional. I like this.
Y'all some haters, man.
I gotta. All right, if somebody wants me to play the TD clip, you're gonna have to send me it. I mean, I have it right here, but I don't know if you guys can be able to hear it. So, all right, here's the TD clip. I don't know if you can hear it though. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, they asked for it.
Talk to me.
Powered by Bet US, ladies and gentlemen.
Powered by BetUS.
All right.
No, we can't hear it.
We can't hear it.
No.
Can't hear it, man.
Yep, we can't hear it.
How the hell do you? So annoying. All right, I'll figure it out.
I sent you an email too, Richie.
You sent me an email where?
So it's a cease and
in your
desist.
in your email.
And so it's a cease and desist.
About what?
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I sent the
Oh,
hidden
okay, I
picture
got it.
that you know Dan don't want
What the
anybody
heck
to
do you want
see.
me to do with this? What do
Yeah,
you want
we
me to
already
do
know.
with this?
Yeah, what picture you talking about?
Show everybody the picture Dan got on his rear.
Bro, this picture is like you got to send me a better quality picture. This is
I definitely
the worst
don't.
quality picture of all time. You're not even able to see it. Look at look what you just
Really?
Yeah. It's like 2
All
by
right, first
2.
off, I don't have any tattoos. I have no tattoos. All right, I have zero
You
tattoos.
hit the plus button, Richie. It'll blow up.
Oh, I showed this.
I
I
have
showed this
zero
last week, didn't I?
tattoos.
Dan, be honest. Tell everybody about your tattoo, man.
It's absolute slander. I have no tattoos, bro.
Show
Dan
'em,
Mitchell
Dan.
is getting this tattoo, baby. Oh, we love it. We love
My
it.
God.
That's,
My God.
That's
man.
freaking disgusting.
That bum Josh Allen made the team. I can't believe it.
All right, let's get into the 53-man roster as I figure out how to show the clip of TD's talking. Don't worry, I will do it. If somebody in the chat really wants me to play the TD clip, please send it to us as an email, and I'll play it.
It's foul.
We'll start off with Dan Mitchell. Your 53-man roster happened. How are you feeling about the official cuts? Is there any surprise cuts that happened? Is there anything that is kind of you're skeptical about? Your practice squad, let us know any surprise things that went on in Buffalo Bills land. And overall, how you feeling about the 53-man roster?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, as far as an objective surprise, I was certainly intrigued that we ended up shipping Boogie Basham right over to the New York Giants for a 2025 fifth-round pick. Now, right before the season started, I did anticipate that he or AJ Epinesa was going to be a trade target because, quite frankly, we have a very depth-out defensive end room, especially when Vaughn Miller comes back. We're thinking about week 6. He's on the PUP list, so he can't go for 4 weeks. Probably not going to start him right in London for week 5. So very interesting that we did that. A couple of other things I liked from Brandon Beane and from this coaching staff when dissecting this 53. One of the few gripes and one of the largest complaints I would have with this coaching staff is that even if a younger talent were to outplay somebody that's been on our roster for a couple of years, or say, for example, we'll call him one of McDermott's golden boys, right? Somebody that McDermott just liked for the locker room or somebody that he just liked to have around some of the other younger guys. He didn't do that this year. He literally ended up picking, especially on the offensive line side of things, the players who performed the best throughout the preseason. So we're seeing an Alec Anderson really going in there, backup center, because Mitch Morris is certainly on his last year. He's about one concussion away from just calling it quits early, quite frankly. And then also Ryan Van Denmark, a right tackle, who, in my opinion, did very, very well this preseason as well. As far as everything else, really not much of a surprise at the end of the day. I mean, I think everyone could have predicted the receiver room, running backs, safeties, same thing with DBs. But two pickups that we ended up cementing yesterday and today was the largest issue that I thought that we had was middle linebacker. With Edmonds being gone, that was a giant issue because at the time, all we had was Dotson, who struggled tremendously during the preseason. I mean, that's the quarterback of your defense. He's calling you plays. We ended up picking out Christian Kirksey, who, surprisingly enough, had very, very similar stats to Edmonds last year. Now, I don't want to come out and say that he is an Edmonds sort of player. He is not. But if you're trying to trade for production, this is the kind of guy that's going to make me sleep a little better at night, knowing that I have this dude on this team. He's currently on the practice squad, but I promise you he will be on the starting 53 during week 1. He's a veteran, very productive. He is an absolute menace when it comes into stopping the run, which is going to be very useful against Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. Love that signing. And then we also ended up bringing in this right tackle. His name was Jermaine Effie. Last year, he was injured for the most part, but then in 2021, he was very productive, very high pass blocking, PFF grade, and something, quite frankly, that Spencer Brown normally struggles with. So today on my channel, we were sitting there going over the 53-man roster, and I talked to everybody that was tuning in, and I said, hey, guys, listen, this is the first time where I look at the Buffalo Bills roster, and I cannot see a single position, a single starter in any position that worries me whatsoever. This is hands down the best roster that I believe the Buffalo Bills have had since the cap was instituted in 1994. Soonest when the cap was instituted, this is the best roster we have had from a depth perspective, starters. I could not be happier with what the Buffalo Bills put on paper. Now all we need to hope for is that we just stay healthy because that's football, baby. Go Bills.
All right. You see Dan's hyped up about the damn Bills. Okay.
Oh, I'm hyped, baby. I'm hyped.
All right. Not a damn weakness on the entire team.
Nope.
Offensive line's good, looking good.
Yeah.
You ready for week 1?
Surprisingly enough, man. Surprisingly enough, I'm very happy with that. So very happy with the offensive line.
Shout out to Michael Cosentino, plus $5 Patreon, and shout out to Tony, who also pledged $10.
Let's go. Shout out to the new Patreon members. Big time.
Yes, TD, the best roster I've ever had. I see you in the comments, bro.
All
I see you
right.
in the comments.
TD, your thoughts of the 53-man roster for the Miami Dolphins? Or do you have something to say about the Bills first? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely.
Go for it.
The best roster you've ever had, Dan?
It's the best one, man. Listen, it's the best one. Listen, I've been a Bills fan since the day I was damn born. And I can tell you that this is the best roster that we have had in our entire existence as a franchise. And I mean, I'm happy to go deeper. If you
Buffalo Bills fans
I'm happy to go
all around,
deeper.
Buffalo Bills fans all around the world, it is going to be such a shame because I believe Dan. I actually believe him that this is the best roster that you've ever had, and it still won't be good enough at the end of the day. But, you know, I will say this. It's funny, when those words came out of your mouth, it's all the Dolphin fans have been talking about. It's the best roster we've ever had. This is the best roster we've ever had. Man, Richie, stop, bro. Please, don't show that video. This is the best roster we've ever had. We're saying the same thing, Dan, because it is the best roster that we've ever had. We've never had this amount of firepower, this amount of talent, but we also recognize with this best roster we've ever had, it still doesn't guarantee the Super Bowl. It has to be put out on the field, and it has to be won the hard way, week by week, getting it done. But I want to say this about our 53-man roster. 3 undrafted rookies did make the team on the back end. You talk about team motivation. Our team was pumped about it. The locker room went crazy when they found out about our undrafted rookies that made the team. Also, got a little gift for you, Richie. Got a little gift for you. Last week you said, oh, that shows how bad your roster is. You got all of the ex-Jets on there. Well, Dan Finney was traded, and Roby Chosen or Anderson, he didn't even make the cut. So at the end of the day, Richie, we ready for war, baby. We got an amazing roster. Now, we are a little dinged up right now. Shout out to River Craycraft and Eric Ezukama making the roster. Eric Ezukama should have made it last year, but this year he's able to step up and actually make the roster, which is pretty dope. Outside of that, man, there's really no huge surprises other than the undrafted guys on our roster. But we already knew pretty much everybody that was going to be on this team. I'm shocked that Mitchell Agood didn't make it, but that's neither here nor there if you're a Dolphins fan. But we're ready for war, man. We got our core. We got our receiving core. I love it. Our running back room. I still love it. Chris Brooks, the young guy, made it. We're ready, man. I think that this is a Super Bowl contending roster.
Oh, you think that this roster can compete in the division?
Well, I mean, win the division. That's a given. I said Super Bowl contending roster.
So
the division, that's already decided. We got the better roster.
So do you think the Miami Dolphins have a better offense than the New York Jets?
Richie, you're just trying to set me up, bro. All right, play the freaking clip if you want to play the clip. Richie, you're on my bad side now. I can't believe you, bro. We better than that.
So here's something that
that's the one that wanted me to do it.
So here's something I'm super interested about. So with the Miami Dolphins, right? So once Ramsey went down, essentially I'm looking at overall most starters, most key players on defense, exact same defense from last year, essentially. Now, when it comes down to defensive coordinators, right, certain defensive coordinators do a lot well with a particular type of personnel. So I'm very interested to see if Fangio is going to not get the most out of that sort of the personnel type, or whether or not that he's going to get less. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out for the Dolphins. I believe that continuity is very important, especially when it comes into a competitive division. So we shall see against the Chargers. But I will tell you what, man, listen, I did do a Bet US segment on my TikTok today, and I put down 3 locks, and I did actually pick the Dolphins money line for week 1. I thought that you'd be happy about that.
We beat the Chargers.
Yeah, I said that was a lock. I said Dolphins money line. I did say that.
Okay.
Thank you, Dan. Josh Allen's still trash, but thank you.
Oh, no.
All right. So on behalf,
way.
we're gonna get into the Bet US odds.
I'm changing my mind now.
But on behalf of King Cat with a generous $50 super chat, TD, do you think we should honor his super chat by generously asking if we should play the clip?
Nope. Cinnamon's money back. Cinnamon's money back.
No, we gotta play it.
Gotta play it.
In fact, let me see the
have a better offense than Miami.
So the TD Fins Talk receipts. Let me see if anyone's got that.
Here it is. I got it right here.
Man, you done paused me on that.
Bro, late audio.
They got a better quarterback. They got a better run game. We got better receivers. Their O-line, I definitely give them the edge now, based off of the reports out of camp with Mekhi Becton playing well. Better tight end group. Not by much, but they do. They slightly have a better offense. Overall, we just win at the wide receiver position.
That's all that matters.
I mean, that's just the truth. They slightly have a better offense.
My favorite part's coming.
Bottom, when you put it all together. They're defense guys. I mean, these are some great questions because it comes to some tough realizations. They slightly have a better offense, and when you look at their defense, their freaking D-line is, listen, I keep telling y'all, their D-line is ridiculous. The whole D-line is ridiculous. They're backups.
Be scared, Josh Allen.
It's ridiculous. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. Their corners are legit, obviously. I'm not sold on their safeties, but look at our situation. And I'm not sold on their linebackers anymore, but look at our situation. You see what I'm saying here?
No. You got to finish playing it. No, you ain't got to finish playing it. I'll tell you what it says.
And so that's all it was sent, bro.
I then go on to say, we are so, you can say we are kind of evenly matched, and it's going to come down to the coaching. And Mike McDaniel is a better coach than Robert Saleh, so we got the edge. And that's what I said.
Yes, you did say that.
All right, then. So don't be trying to clip it.
I was like trying to clip it. I was trying to clip it for like while you were talking, and like I missed that part.
Nah, whatever, man.
Nah, but in all seriousness, man, we respect that because that's an objective perspective, and I give the Miami Dolphins credit. You give the New York Jets credit, and that shows you that TD Finn's talk keeps it real because he sees the talent that we got, man. And
some of y'all ain't welcome on the channel no more. Y'all clipping me.
Hey, man, if it wasn't for them, that's it. But nah, and speaking to my awesome Buffalo Bills fans in the chat, listen, man, I'm living in this world right now, right, of just being in the basement for 3 years, and listen, I'm living on a high horse right now, and I'm totally aware of that, and I can embody that. And with all the hype right now, I'm gonna embody the hype, and I'm gonna be confident with my New York Jets heading into week number 1. And listen, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens week 1. And I cannot freaking wait because it's going to be so awesome to be there in person with you guys, experiencing that energy from that MetLife Stadium crowd, bro. It's going to be the loudest Jets crowd ever. I mean, I know TD can't stand the JETS, Jets chant. Ooh, you're about to hear that at maximum probably ever.
And so don't worry, TD. Listen, like you will not hear that after the first quarter. I promise you.
Did Fireman Ed come out of retirement?
Yeah, bro. You're not gonna hear that after the first.
Long as Josh Allen playing, I'll probably hear it all game.
Hey, man, not at all, man. Listen, you know Josh Allen kills week 1, baby.
It's gonna be a good game, though. I'm actually excited to watch two teams that I could care less about.
It's gonna be really, I don't know what we're gonna get deeper into that game as the show progresses. But I want to hear from Tyson. Tyson, obviously, I know you're not upset. I mean, you are upset with what the New England Patriots did with the 53-man roster in terms of the quarterback position. But is there anything else around the roster that you want to talk about in terms of the 53? Any surprise cuts or anything?
Yeah, Tyquan Thornton is built like a pretzel. This fool breaks in half just by touching this bum. He's already, bro. He's on IR again, bro. For the start the season for 4 weeks. The same shit that he pulled last season, bro. This dude is brittle. I mean, injuries out the wazoo. It's literally gonna be. I think we're gonna be worse than last year, because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not understanding the moves that this team has made this offseason, and it's translating on the season right now. I understand they made the offensive coaching change with Bill O'Brien, but that still don't mean you still need a quarterback to get the ball down the field. I just don't like the move, man, that they've been making. Kayshon Boutte made the team, who I think is the best receiver on the roster, and that says a lot when your last name is Booty and you I mean, honestly, I'm just so disgusted with Belichick at this point, bro. I'm just ready for him to go and Gerard Mayo. And we got the Tom Brady game is week 1 against Philadelphia. That's gonna be a bloodfest. And we're gonna embarrass the greatness of Tom Brady by putting out this shit tier roster. It's disgusting to me. And all that money that they spent on this jumbotron could have been spent towards bettering the roster, and they didn't do that because Kraft is a cheap bastard. Probably spent all that damn money getting massages down in the Chinese parlor down in Miami. I'm just disgusted, bro. I'm really disgusted at this franchise right now. I understand everything they've accomplished, bro, but people think that I'm rooting against my team. I'm really not. I just want to win. And any Patriots fan that tells you this is a roster that's going to win, especially in the toughest division in the league, you're blind. They've left so much money on the table in the offseason. There's a reason why we have the most salary cap available. Bro, we have upwards of over $100 million of cap space going into next season. You know what that tells you? That means they didn't spend any money this offseason. They didn't. They could have made so many moves, but they decided not to. And this quote is going to me is how I'm going to remember Belichick. And I understand that he's won 6 Super Bowls and yada yada yada, but this is the quote that's going to stick with me for a long time. If this season turns out to be a disaster. 2 years ago, when he trotted out Cam Newton out there, and after the worst season he's ever had as a head coach, besides his first season, this fool got on the mic towards the end of the season, and this is a quote he said. He quoted out all the numbers where Patriots were last in cap spending, money spent towards the cap. We didn't spend any money. The reason we didn't spend any money was because we had because of Tom Brady and we were winning Super Bowls, yada yada yada. Well, where's all that money going? Because you didn't spend any of it. You spent it on juju. You spent it on a bunch of retreads, a bunch of bums, and you left all this cap space where you could have got Lamar Jackson. I don't understand it. So that excuse that he made 2 seasons ago, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt, he doesn't get that no more. Because if you're going to trot out this trash roster with this trash quarterback week 1, and you get your wig split like I think it's going to happen against the Eagles, then you deserve to get fired. Because the excuse you made 2 years ago, you had a chance to rewrite that by spending the money that needed to be made to be a competitive football team in the AFC East. I'm not asking for a Super Bowl win. I just want to be competitive, get to the playoffs, and win a playoff game. You know what I mean? Be competitive. Put a product on the field that's worthy of spending money to go out and go see. He's not even doing that. Instead, they're spending all this money towards a Jumbotron that they spent. What's the point of having this big-ass Jumbotron, this big-ass TV, if all that's going to be shown on there is the opponent skull-fucking you every week? With no offense whatsoever. It's disgusting. And Patriots fans that excuse this bullshit, they should be ashamed of themselves. Go back to Tampa. We don't want you. They're pink hats. They're not fans. They don't want to win. They excuse Belichick for every little thing. They don't blame him for a fucking thing that's happened with this team. And I'm sick of it. I just want to win, man. I'm not asking for much. I'm really not. I just want to be competitive. I'm tired of being embarrassed, bro. What Buffalo did to us last season in that game in Foxborough, bro, that was the most embarrassing game I've ever witnessed in my life as a Patriots fan. It's not even that they beat us. It's the fact that Buffalo could just do whatever they wanted to us and just dog walk you. And there was nothing they could do. You know why? Because the Patriots don't have any fucking talent on this team. It is disgusting. And any Patriots fan in the comment section that's calling me delusional, I can't wait until they fall flat on their fucking face. And I can't wait to see if you're going to show up here next week and tell me I was right all along. Because that's what's going to end up happening. And that's pretty much my take. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out how the hell Dolphins and Jets fans and Bills fans dealt with that bullshit for all those years. Because I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not.
But Mac Jones made a Pro Bowl.
Stop it, TD. You're just going to get me more upset. Just stop it. That fake ass Mickey Mouse Pro Bowl, bro.
Hey, Mac Jones.
We won a game without even throwing the ball twice.
Mac Jones.
That shows you how much of a bum he is.
He's a top 10 quarterback, Tyson. You gotta accept it, bro.
I just wanted, did the Jets fans and Dolphins fans, were you guys making excuses and Bills fans throughout those 20 years? Like, I remember, because I didn't see that many excuses. I saw a lot of anger, bro, from your fan bases during that time.
Oh, a lot of anger.
But you know what? The Patriots fans don't do that. They don't do that. Just because they think we've had a successful 20-year run, they think this excuses us being shitwater for the next 2 decades.
Well,
this is inexcusable as a franchise, bro.
Dolphin fans don't ever get angry. If we do get angry, it's literally for like 1 week. It's at the very end where we're like, what happened? Why didn't we make the playoffs? And then we go make a trade for one player. Oh, we win the Super Bowl next year. So the one thing
I understand that. But at the end of the day, man, fans deserve better, bro. Because at the end of the day, we the ones that spend the money on a team and go to these games and invest all our time. I understand. And I think fans from other teams are saying you deserve this because you had a 20-year run. It don't matter, bro. If we won 20 Super Bowls, You deserve, as a fan, for your franchise to put the best product available on the field every single season.
Yep.
Your owner is supposed to spend that money, bro, and your coaches is supposed to spend that money to get the team better. Stop penny pinching. I'm sick of it. They did this during the Brady years, and the only reason they got away with it was because Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time. They could get away with it. You can't get away with it when you have an average, below average quarterback anymore. You have to go out here and spend money on talent. Why is it so hard to comprehend this?
Welcome to my world.
Wow, that was a really awesome rant right there, Tyson. I respect that big time.
And that's why I respect the Jets, man. Because, see, the Jets, they know what they got. They got Aaron Rodgers. And what did the Jets do? They're doing everything in their power to go out and get all the talent in the world because they know their Super Bowl window is now. The Bills are doing the same thing. The Dolphins are doing what they can, even though Greer's a dumbass and he's penny pinching as well. So I don't know if I want to put him in that category, but at least the Dolphins go out here and got a Tyreek Hill for their quarterback, bro. Where do you see Belichick getting a Tyreek Hill for Mac Jones? Where? They can get them. They got the money. They got the most money in the league. They're the third most valuable franchise in the NFL. Where the fuck is this money going?
Juju.
No, bro.
I'm done, bro. I'm done on my rant.
Hey, go look at the Patriots cap space. It's like, what you saving it for? I like literally, they got tons. Like, no, not the future. Right now, like literally, I think Bill Belichick is trying to save money for a whole new rebrand next year or something.
He ain't gonna be here next year. He ain't gonna be here next year. Robert Kraft already said it, bro. Let you want to run this trash roster into the season? Win 6 games and see what I do to you. I guarantee you, Robert Kraft ain't going for that bullshit this season. He went for it last season, and you know why it failed, because he put his buddy Matt Patricia as offensive coordinator. That's why it failed. So
wow.
No, he ain't gonna be here next season. I'll put money on it. I'll put my life savings on it that Belichick will be fired if the Patriots don't make the playoffs. I guarantee it.
All right. Well, that was some awesome rant right there from my man Master at Work. Bearded, pampered chef consultant reminds everybody, there's not 676 people. There's actually 707 people and only 286 likes. Guys, if you're enjoying the content here, please hit that like button. The season's right around the freaking corner, and it's a lot of exciting things happening, baby.
And so what it does, because I know everyone in the live chat, like you enjoy watching us four yell at each other for 2 hours every single Wednesday night. Hitting that like button pushes this show out, right into the YouTube algorithm, and it gets recommended to some more people that maybe want to watch that exact same thing that entertains you every single Wednesday. We have a lot of goals here, guys. We want to reach, I think, like 25,000 subscribers by the end of the football season, and you could help us do that by quite simply smashing the like button. I know, I did make
and subscribing to the channel. We are 13 subscribers away from 8,500. 13 away. So we know we have some people watching right now that's not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe right now. And Richie, do you have subscriber only on?
I do.
Nice. So if you're not subscribed, hit that button right now. All right.
I think I do, at least.
Make it happen, baby.
Yeah, we do. All right, well, let's talk some Jets, because we haven't heard about the Jets 53-man roster. Don't worry, I know I won't bore you guys too much with this shitty team that's like terrible. And remember, like that used to be the thing. That used to be a thing. But well, hopefully they can prove it. So these New York Jets, they cut their roster down to 53, and the big talking point from Jets fans heading into these roster cuts was, what's the wide receiver room going to look like with the Corey Davis news of him stepping away from the game of football? And if anybody watched Hard Knocks last night for the New York Jets, it was really awesome because they featured our 2 undrafted free agents that have been killing it in training camp and preseason. That is Xavier Gibson and Jason Brownlee. They both made the 53-man roster, which is awesome. They're going to be wide receivers 5 and 6 behind Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, and McCole Hardman. Really cool story from those two individuals to make the 53-man roster. The Jets are rolling with 7 wide receivers total on the 53. They had to make some harsh cuts. Bam Knight was the odd man out in the running back room since we signed Dalvin Cook. Bam Knight, who showed promise last year as an undrafted free agent, he gets waived. He is now on the Detroit Lions practice squad. Good luck to you, Bam Knight, over there. But overall, man, you look at this Jets 53-man roster, and I'm telling you guys, and I'm really not trying to sound biased or anything. This is just me speaking as a Jets fan that's been suffering forever. I look at this roster, and this is easily the most stacked roster in Jets history in my lifetime. I'm 25 years old. I look at this roster, and we are deep everywhere. And the weakness that you can say is where? I mean, listen, the big narrative about this New York Jets team, their weakness is offensive line, and I think that's a little blown out of proportion because we simply were not healthy throughout training camp, and that's why those weaknesses were kind of exploited. Well, now we're freaking healthy at offensive line, and like Dan said earlier in the show, it all comes down to health with these New York Jets, and right now we have all 5 offensive linemen starting, ready to go for week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. Dwayne Brown, the seasoned veteran, 38 years old, multi-time All-Pro, multi-time Pro Bowler, is going to be our left tackle. We got the former Pro Bowler, Ed Lincoln Thompson, at left guard. We got the seasoned veteran, Connor McGovern, at center. We got the young stud of AVT at right guard, and next to him, the big ticket, probably the biggest wild card of this offensive line, because if he can stay healthy, it turns this offensive line into not just good, but potentially great, and that is Mekhi Becton, who is healthy and ready to go. Aaron Rodgers showed off his leadership with Mekhi Becton. He wrapped his arm around Mekhi, and he made him feel welcome, because when you're a player like Mekhi Becton that you're injured for 2 straight years, you kind of feel a little distant from the team because you're not going to be able to be around everybody. You don't feel like you're part of the fun. And Aaron Rodgers detected that. He realized, wow, Mekhi is kind of losing his confidence. When you're 2 years removed from the team from injury, you got to gain that confidence back. So the great leader that Aaron Rodgers is, he wrapped his arm around him. He made sure that he felt welcomed. He made sure that he wanted to learn his story off the field, eat lunch with him. The little things shows you. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out what Aaron Rodgers had to say about Mekhi Becton. It was really heartwarming, and Jets fans would appreciate this. I don't really think non-Jets fans would appreciate what I'm talking about, but you know that Mekhi Becton, when he was a rookie, looked like an absolute stud. First-round pick. He was going up against Aaron Donald against the Rams, looking really darn good against him, and Nick Bosa, arguably one of the top tackles in the NFL as a rookie, and then 2 straight years out for the entire year. Now he's fully ready to go, healthy. So he's the wild card for that offensive line. Really exciting stuff about that. And then the big talking point with this Jets team, man, I mean, it's the defensive line, right? Everyone's talking about, oh, Aaron Rodgers, he's washed up. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Well, the reason why the New York Jets are hyped up is not because of Aaron Rodgers. It's because of what's around Aaron Rodgers. And no, it's not just the addition of Dalvin Cook and having Breece Hall coming back and Garrett Wilson. It's that defense. That defensive line goes 10 freaking deep. It's a hockey lineup, and I'm really excited to see what we can do. If you guys watch Hard Knocks, you know that about Tanzel Smart. Tanzel Smart unfortunately got cut, but he is back on the practice squad. We cannot roll with 11, unfortunately. That's how deep this defensive line actually is. So we're fully loaded on defense. We're fully loaded on offense. The special teams unit's looking great, and like this Jets team's ready to go. And like I think that mentally they really have to strap in and understand that the whole world is against them. And I kind of think it's really interesting because I've never experienced this as a Jets fan, where the entire world, and there's like a lot of people rooting for the demise of the Jets because we're in the faces of everybody, right? We're on Hard Knocks. We're the talk of the league, and I understand that. As a Jets fan, it's getting a little ridiculous. I'm seeing like every single national media story, every single talk show talking about the Jets. I was like, holy crap, like people must be sick of these Jets. And they are. And some people, obviously Dolphins, Patriots, Bills fans, are going to root for the Jets to fail. But I think it's become like a national thing. Like there's a beef between the Giants now after that Hard Knocks beef between Aaron Rodgers and that defensive lineman. The Broncos beef. So I feel like the whole world, it's basically the New York Jets against the world. Nobody wants to see the New York Jets succeed, and I think this Jets team is embodying that. I think they really embrace the challenge, and Robert Saleh's doing a phenomenal job to keeping their minds right and understanding that adversity is about to freaking hit. He had a great analogy about Mount Everest, talking about how, hey, we're at base camp right now. You think this was tough? Wait till the season hits. There's going to be adversity hitting, whether it's injury, whether it's a tough loss, whether it's a loss against a team we should have beat. That is where you're going to be really tested. I think Robert Saleh's doing a great job of mentally preparing these players to really go out there, because these first 6 games of the New York Jets season is a freaking gauntlet. We got the Bills, Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, the Broncos and Eagles, and then it's our bye week. I'm hopeful that the Jets can get out of there 3-3, because after that gauntlet gauntlet of a schedule, the schedule kind of eases up, and then I'm hopeful for go on to some winning streaks in the back end of the year because that first 6 games is going to be a big test, but I am excited that the Jets are getting tested early. I think it's better that they're versing the best teams out of the gate than versing some washy-washy teams early on to really get tested. And what better test than the 3-time division champions in the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football at your own house in Aaron Rodgers' Jets debut. Woo! It's going to be freaking spicy. I can't freaking wait, if you guys can't tell. Woo! That's
man, I'm ready
awesome,
for it.
man. I'm ready
I'm
for
ready
it, too.
for it, baby.
6 wins.
Oh, keep believing that. Keep believing that. All right, well, we got some super chats to get through. A lot of them have been piling in, so let's get to those super chats real quick. Bills Mafia in the chat, Jets don't stand a chance, says Joshua. You agree with him, Dan?
Bills Mafia in the chat. Jets don't stand a chance. It's definitely going to be a good game, but of course the Bills will win. And so I think it's going to take time for Aaron Rodgers to actually adjust to this new system. He's not going to catch fire at least until week 4. But yeah, I got the Bills winning.
Super Bowl, here we come. This guy is everywhere. Even TD's fans are delusional.
Chris Grant.
Again.
Chris, another one. Smash the like button. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. Great member of the channel.
Absolutely.
Hashtag whatever that says. Can't believe the Jets and Bills actually believe they have a chance against us. Sauce is overrated and Josh Allen is trash.
It says fins up.
You can't believe that we think we have a chance against you? King Jamie, Richie got to drive home for the next 30 minutes. I would possibly call in. Then at Master at work, I'm going to laugh when the Pats sweep the East. Love and respect, guys.
Love and
Out
respect.
here, what is that TD clip playing in the background?
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
not
someone's catching on some other audio. I'm not even necessarily sure.
that ain't
No
TD
Von
watching
Miller
his own
and
clip?
traded. So no Von Miller and traded Basham outside of Rousseau. No real pass rush threat. Week 1 is a W, right, Richie? And TD Mike White will be the QB1 by week 8. Haha. Okay, so as far as the Buffalo Bills situation, pass rushes, we have a guy named AJ Epinesa that had 6.5 sacks and was only out there for 30% of the snaps. Watch out for that. Same thing with Rousseau, has been taking steady progression. We have a Daquan Jones, who is an absolute incredible defensive tackle, Ed Oliver. But I'll tell you what, man, that last preseason game, I saw that defensive line definitely getting after Aaron Rodgers quite often, early and often. So
They were
you're worried
zero
about
blitzes,
that?
Dan. That's why.
And so if you're worried about that, baby, just wait. Just wait, man.
They were blitzing
Trust
7
me.
people, Dan.
Trust me.
And they didn't sack him once.
Don't make the mistake. Don't make the mistake of thinking
Same.
that this defense is going to allow you guys to score more than 21 points on week 1. Don't. Do not.
Why week 1 can't
make
just
that
start
mistake.
tomorrow? Oh, I need a football game ASAP.
Don't
Hey.
make that mistake of thinking that this defense is going to roll over, man. And so we have a healthy Poyer, Hyde, and Trey White out on the field for the first time in 2 years, all together. Don't make that mistake, man.
All right. Malachi, I like you, Master at Work, but you have some of the worst takes known to man. There's been being critical, and then there's just being over dramatic.
What's dramatic about what's happened in the last?
then-
Like, bro, have you seen the last 3 seasons, bro? Like, you act like I'm just making shit up.
And then
Like,
he says this
like,
right after
what
that.
have you done for me lately?
And then he said this after that. You want to read it?
I can't wait.
If they are good, you have to admit you were wrong. I would love to do that. You act like I'm gonna be mad if we win. Like, I'm gonna get up here and be like, how dare the Patriots win these games? How dare they be competitive and prove me wrong? You act like I want the team to fail, bruh. What kind of fan would I be if that's the case?
Respect your critique, Master at Work, coming from a Ravens fan.
Oh, F off.
He
Yeah,
said
freaking Lamar Jackson. Leave me alone.
he said he respects your critique.
No,
Hey.
still. That's
Hey,
a
Reggie.
condescending respect.
Yo, listen, I just found out a pretty interesting bet. Someone in my Discord just hit me up. And so you're familiar with the Pinto Ron punishment. And so he's a famous tailgater over at the Buffalo Bills that gets absolutely doused in ketchup and mustard before each and every single game. Someone in my Discord just recommended Dan versus Richie. Loser of week 1 has to get the Pinto Ron treatment in front of all the roundtable fans that attended with ketchup and mustard after the game. That, or we could just essentially do it on the stream the next day. And so
I know who that
I
is.
will gladly find somebody, and I will gladly find somebody to score ketchup and mustard right in my face if in some alternate reality we lose this game.
Pause.
That sounds. You paused me, TD. TD, you paused me. There we go.
Don't
Oh
pause
my
that.
god, bro.
I don't know. That sounds.
It's ketchup and mustard. It's not going to kill you, bro.
No, I know, but like, this isn't even a hotel. I gotta go live after the game, even though we're gonna win, so it doesn't even matter. We'll talk about it. Slippy Richie is putting his faith in a quarterback who has more gray hair than Gandalf. TD's Dolphins will stay winless in the postseason this century. Well, these takes that just like bring up Rodgers' age as a negative is hilarious to me because I look at it as a positive. I'd look at it as a complete quarterback that is wiser than anybody else. And there's quarterbacks out there like Peyton Manning who won a Super Bowl at the same age, and there's quarterbacks like Brady who's won in his mid 40s. So, hey, give me a quarterback that's wise and old and knows where the football needs to go over a young idiot like Sam Darnold or Zach Wilson. No offense, any day. Cy with the $20 super chat. We appreciate that. Brady had top 10 D with Pats. He won a Super Bowl without throwing a single touchdown. He won another one because of Butler, and his first 3 was game manager. Against Rodgers, he threw 3 picks and 1 versus Eagles, no D, but win.
I got a question. For Tyson. Matt Edwards, listen. When they made Mac Jones the only quarterback on the roster, did at any point you think Brady was coming back? And if he was, would you be excited?
No, and Patriots fans that was spewing that bull crap on Twitter should be ashamed of themselves. See, y'all get me twisted. See, that's what's the problem with Patriots fans is, bro. Y'all think all this shit is a game to me, bro. This shit ain't no game to me. I take this shit personal. So when I see Patriots fans on Twitter laughing like, oh, yeah, there's a commercial release. Look at Edelman and Brady laughing like they're going to come out of retirement, bro. Get the pipe dream. Stop it. I understand that you would probably obviously don't believe it. But, bro, you're putting that out to the media, making our fan base look like a joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you making this fan base look like a clown show. I take this shit very seriously, bro. Like, my fanhood very seriously. So when I see shit like that on Twitter, bro, Patriots fans, I block them. Because it's disgusting to me.
So what if Brady did come back? Would you be excited?
Man, I'll be on, bro. If Brady really did come back, bro, it'll be over for y'all, number one, because the king is back. Y'all, bro, y'all might as well, the season might as well just end, because we winning the Super Bowl with Brady. I don't give a damn who on the roster. I have to, bro. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all be mad as hell if that happened, though. I know that.
Oh, sure.
Let me tell you why I'm asking you that, because when I went on Twitter, and it was like clockwork. I saw the 53 man of the Patriots, and like big time people was like, the Patriots only got one quarterback. And I'm like, I've never seen that before. And then I saw like 4 different people tweet Brady coming back. Brady, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, for a second there, I'm like, God, dog. But then I realized it was a troll. But I was like, I don't want this man coming back.
Belichick, here's the thing why it'll never happen, and why, because Belichick's ego says that he has to win without him. So why the hell would he bring him back when he got rid of him in the first place? Because let's say Brady comes back, right, and we win another Super Bowl. What are people gonna say about Belichick? Oh, you only won because Brady saved you. You know what I mean?
Somebody even put a clip up of Brady saying, "How about one more?" And I was like, "Don't be real."
Yeah, okay.
Magic man, I'm going to the Cowboys and Giants opener. That's awesome. Enjoy that. Yeah, Richie, you heard me. Have fun finishing last. We ain't finishing last. I'm going to manifest it. If it does happen, here we go again.
That'd be so funny.
Look at all the crows.
If any team in this division finishes last, not named the Patriots, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
It's true.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all should be really ashamed that in the season like this, with all the talent on all y'all rosters, if y'all really finish below us, bro, y'all should just revoke your fan card straight up.
Oh my gosh, this is scaring me. Stop it. Okay, enough.
It's possible. It's possible for one of our teams to just bum though. It is.
No, I mean, it's an injury away. I mean, it's scary stuff. John Liv, look at all the Crows, right, Richie? The Crows are out to get us, John, and let it happen. They're just going to fly high until they suffocate, right, TD? All right, so as you guys know, we do have a proud sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable, and we want to get into the Week 1 odds because the Week 1 odds are pretty magnificent. And I feel like some teams are favored over the others, and I want to get into the spreads, and I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat of who you think is going to win each game in week number 1. So as you guys know, BetUS is a proud sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. And if you guys click the link down below in the description, actually, I'm going to link it in the chat so it's a little bit easier for you guys as well. You guys will get a 125% sign-up bonus right when you sign up, guys. And listen, the way you could support the channel is not only by hitting the like button, not only by commenting down below and subscribing, but it's also supporting the brand deals here on the channel because without you guys, these brand deals would not be here with us. So thank you to BetUS for being the official sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. So with that being said, let's get right into business. We're going to start off with the Miami Dolphins here. Now, this is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one, TD. I want to get your overall thoughts. Do you think it's fair that the Miami Dolphins are 3-point underdogs in this game?
It's fair because of what happened last year, and we're on the road. So it's fair that they have us as underdogs, but this is an easy way to win money on the Dolphins covering the spread because we're going to win. So that +3 is so enticing. You know, even if for some strange, crazy reason we lose, it certainly won't be by 3 points. It'll have to be a nail biter at the very end. But, yeah, we're going to win this game. +3 is the way to go. And even in the over-under, I got to be honest, this year I would take the over. This game is going to be full of fireworks.
You think so? The over is pretty high, too.
Yeah, I'm taking the over in this one.
So I'll be honest with you, when it comes down to this game, I'm probably going to have to fade sort of, right there. I'm really liking the under. I really am because, I'm looking at two very good defenses week 1. And this is the first time where, the starters are out there for all 4 quarters because I like the Dolphins defense, obviously, pass rush secondary. And I'll tell you what, this is the first time I've seen the Chargers defense actually enter into a season fully healthy as well. They have a great secondary and a great pass rush as well. Me personally, I have the Dolphins money line, which isn't here, but I'm loving the under on this. I really think that it's going to be somewhat high scoring, but really over 51 points right between both of those defenses. I'm not so sure on that.
So we agree on the +3, though. If you have money line, +3 is a given.
No.
You have the Dolphins on money line to win, so +3 is a safer bet.
Yeah, but that's the spread. And so the money line's different. That's just picking a team to win.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you got the Dolphins winning, then you take the +3, right? Because even if they lose, you'll by 1 or 2, you still win.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm staying away from the spread. And so I'm taking the money line for the Dolphins to win outright. And then I would take the under 51.
I agree with TD. I think it's going to be over simply because both defenses are just trash. And it's going to be just an offensive gauntlet between both these elite quarterbacks of Justin Herbert and Tua Tagovailoa. See, let's show some love, TD. Come on. No, in all seriousness, no. I think the Dolphins, I think this game for me, it comes down to the Dolphins defense because I know what the Miami Dolphins are capable of on offense. I actually think Tua is a very good quarterback. I think Mike McDaniels is a hell of an offensive mind. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Jalen Waddle, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. I don't think that's an argument, right? So they're going to score points. But is their defense going to be able to live up? Vic Fangio, listen, he's a very seasoned defensive coordinator. But don't forget, it takes some time for a defense to get on the same page. This is their first year defensive coordinator. And I always look at the Buffalo Bills as an example of this and why their defense got so good. And it was because of continuity. Sean McDermott and that Buffalo Bills team had a core of guys that was with the Bills year in and year out. They know the same language, are on the same page. They know what needs to get done. Now, with the first-year defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio is one of the greatest defensive minds in football today, but I don't know if I think he's going to go out there and change it immediately. For example, the New York Jets, first year with Robert Saleh, the defense was a mess. Second year, they go into top 5. Third year, we're expecting the heights, and that's because of continuity. That's because these guys understand each other's tendencies. So I'm really more worried, not worried because it's the Dolphins, but I'm really curious about how their defense is, especially with the Jalen Ramsey injury. I mean, if Ramsey was playing, then I think it's a different story.
Yeah.
But without Jalen Ramsey, he's that big offseason acquisition that kind of took the Dolphins over the top because the offense is pretty much as stacked as you need outside of running back and tight end and offensive line. But I think that their offense is going to be good. Their question is going to be defense for me.
So what I hate about this game, what I absolutely hate about this game is that matchup between the Dolphins offensive line and Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. That's exactly what I am nervous about. I'm loving the under here, because I think it's going to be very difficult for that offense. And so to consistently drive the ball down the field with that pass rush right in his face.
Yeah,
That's
but
my biggest concern right there.
But what neutralizes that is the fact that Tua gets the ball out of his hand faster than any quarterback in the NFL. And that's how we try to
offset James out there, great safety as well, great tackling safety. I just don't like the over on this. That's me.
The Chargers are low-key stacked. Like, their problem has always been health, and they're healthy at week one. Like, their issue has always been injuries, and they are loaded.
I'm not going to sleep on the Chargers. This game, you have to understand context. The context of it all is that last year they absolutely embarrassed us, and they were playing with their third-string secondary. I mean, every member of their secondary was out, and they had undrafted rookies on the field, and they locked up Tyreek and Waddle. And they had a game plan. They said, we're not going to worry about Tua. We're going to disrupt the timing. Put your hands and be physical with the receivers, and we'll win the game. And that's what they did, and they won the game. So for me, this game, a lot is riding on, this is our redemption game. If we come out the gate and we don't play well and we repeat what happened last year, it's a wrap for our season. We have to redeem ourselves. We are preparing for this game and this game alone right now, because winning this game tells us that we have reached that next level. That's why this one is everything, and we're going to get the win.
And let me ask you a question. Armstead, what's his status? Is he ready for week one?
He's saying that his goal is to be ready for week one, and that he feels he'll be ready. So you know how that goes. We'll see.
Is he the only injury on the O-line, or are you guys healthy for the other 4 spots?
He is the only injury right now on the O-line from a starter.
Would you mind telling me?
So he's not on the IR, line? He's not on the PUP or anything like that?
No.
So he's not on IR, not on PUP? Okay.
He should be ready for week one.
So what's your confidence level in this offensive line when healthy with Armstead out there?
When healthy, I'll just give you a scale of 1 to 10. This O-line is a when healthy, it's a 7.
Interesting stuff. So, Tyson, what's your thoughts of this game? Who are you taking, and what spread? What's your bets on this one? Master at work,
Tyson,
you there?
there?
Oh, my bad. I'm taking the Chargers. Taking the best quarterback in this matchup. Justin Herbert proved it last year in their little matchup that he's the best quarterback in that draft class. I don't see the Dolphins even being competitive, to be honest with you, in this game. I think if they would have got Jonathan Taylor, I think that would have changed the outcome of this game, because I think Jonathan Taylor mixed with Waddle and mixed with Hill, with all the weapons that Miami has, I think they'll be able to really compete. And I think they probably would have beat the Chargers, but the fact that they haven't made any other big moves, the Chargers are just a better team with the better quarterback. I don't know if Tua has enough around him to be able to outduel Justin Herbert, especially with their offensive line as well, if they're going to be able to protect Tua. J.C. Jackson is back. I think J.C. Jackson is going to own Tua. I think he's most likely going to be matched up on Tyreek Hill, and or switch off to Waddle. But I just see the Chargers definitely blowing them out. I don't even think it's going to be a competitive game, to be honest with you. But this game is going to tell me a lot about where the Dolphins' trajectory is going forward in the season. I think this is a must-win for Miami. I think they have to go out and win, because week 2 they play against the Patriots, against the and now they're going to be stuck in a hole to where if they lose this game, that Patriots game is going to be a must win for them. That you can't start off the season slowly, especially with the weight of the expectations on Tua and that Miami Dolphins. I think Vic Fangio might make a difference, but without Ramsey on that field, Xavier Howard's going to be left out on an island by himself. And we all saw how he regressed last season. I really think if there was a healthy Jalen Ramsey, I think that would have helped Vic Fangio's defensive scheme a little bit better. But no, I got the Chargers winning in this game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go into the Patriots game while we're talking to you, Tyson. Confidence. I mean, we've heard how you feel about this Patriots team up until this point, but is there a bet that you like here?
That point spread should be 20. You have to be an absolute sucker, a fool, to pick the Patriots plus 4.5. I mean, to pick like at the end of the day, the Patriots ain't covering that. They ain't winning the game, and they sure as hell ain't covering that 4.5. I'm surprised Vegas like that spread is a little bit higher. To be
I'm
honest
not gonna
with you.
lie. I'm looking at it like I need to get on that -4.5 for the Eagles.
Oh, me too. I'm betting the house again, for the Eagles on this game. The only thing that's maybe what's in the favor is that this is Tom Brady's retirement game or his jersey retirement ceremony, and the Patriots might have a little bit wind under their sails, a little bit emotionally. But Jalen Hurts is, to me, one of the most electrifying quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. He's a mix, like because he can pocket pass through, like he's like Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, and Steve McNair all mixed in. I compare him more to Steve McNair because McNair was a great thrower of the football, very accurate, deadly accurate, and was very mobile. I love Jalen Hurts. I love him to death. I really believe that he should have won that Super Bowl last season. But as much as I hate the Eagles, man, I really do think the Eagles are just going to dog walk the Patriots at home. It's going to be very embarrassing, and I think this is going to put a spotlight on Belichick, and especially I hope Mac Jones absolutely just falls flat on his fucking face in this game. I'll be rooting against the Patriots in this game, because I need to prove a point. I understand I want my team to win, but I think a point has to be proven, and it has to be proven week 1. That all the Patriots fans that are delusional and have been hyping this team up all offseason because of the new offensive coordinator, because of some of the little moves they've made with Juju and Gesicki, it's not going to be enough to be competitive against a team that literally was one drive away from winning a Super Bowl last season. So, no, the Patriots don't have a chance in hell in this game, and you'd be a sucker to bet Patriots plus 4.5.
Yeah. So one thing that stands out to me is definitely the under in this situation. Because number one, I really think that this Pats defense is really about to give a challenge right to that Philly sort of offense, right? It is a great offensive line, but I have a lot of faith in especially that rookie DB they just ended up getting. I love their secondary, and their pass rush is still up there. I think that they're going to slow down the Eagles enough. I still think the Eagles will win, obviously. And then once you also consider the fact that I think the Pats are going to struggle tremendously moving the ball and scoring points, I love the under. I love the under here. Like, I'm thinking maybe like a 20-6, maybe a 20-9 win for the Eagles. I really think that 45 is too high. So I'm smashing the under on this. I really am.
What about you, TD?
Man, conventional wisdom, man. You take them Eagles minus 4.5, and you make sure you add these in a parlay, because that's just gonna it's like an automatic. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the more all of y'all talked, I'm staying away from this game now, because you know how many people are gonna lose money if the Patriots win? They at home, Brady situation, I ain't even think about that. The Patriots defense in week 1 versus the Eagles, it'll be fair to say, if the Eagles have a slow start on offense and it's a close game and it's that one turnover here or there. I mean, this is one of those trap games where I'm staying away from, because we might look up Sunday and the Patriots out here with a W.
Oh, gosh, imagine that. Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like we talked about it Monday night on the talk show, that are the Patriots being slept on. I personally think so, and I think that they're going to prove to be competitive in this game. And I honestly like the I don't know. I mean, plus 4.5 is kind of They'll have to keep it close there. But I don't know about the Eagles. I don't think they're going to be able to keep it close against them, the defending Super Bowl champions. Maybe they got a Super Bowl hangover even though they lost. You never know.
Yeah.
But listen, this is going to be a tough game to put some money on.
So will anybody remember from last year? And please remember this. How crazy was week 1 last year in the NFL? The Chiefs went down. The Bengals went down. The Rams, former Super Bowl champions, went down. Absolutely laid an egg.
Buffalo actually won. Wow. Yeah, it was
week
crazy.
1 is Vegas's favorite. Right now. Crazy things happen in NFL week 1. So do remember that.
Dan, you're correct. Week 1 is a sucker's bet because if you look every year, week 1, bro, we have some like that week 1 where the Bills lost to Pittsburgh at home. Like that's what I'm saying. Was it week 1, Dan, where Pittsburgh beat Buffalo at home? Was that 2 years ago? Mm-hmm. So I will say this: week 1 is really insane because a lot of people are gonna just think, okay, well, this Eagles are Super Bowl that are gonna pick the Eagles. A lot of stuff goes crazy week 1. A lot of the teams that we think are gonna be the same team that we thought that we saw last season, a lot of things switch, bro. A lot of things switch. So I will give you that, Dan. That this could be one of those games where the Patriots defense really steps up because that's the only way I see them being competitive. Is the Patriots defense is, I think, for real. That's the one bright spot on the team is the defense.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, week 1's wild.
All right, let's get into the game that we will be in attendance for. Woo-wee. Let's go. Let's put Dan and Richie in front and center because this is our game, Dan. This is our time. But before we hear from us, actually, I do want to hear from TD and Tyson about their thoughts. But I know TD doesn't want to give who he thinks is going to win until we're in person for this game. So, TD, you don't have to really go too deep into this game. I'll save you that because I respect that you want to announce who you have winning this game during our live show from the actual event. But what's your overall thoughts of the spread and the over-unders?
I'll just say take the under in this game. Any game Josh Allen playing in, take the under. But no, I really do think the under, though. I think it's going to be a defensive battle going back and forth, working out the cobwebs. And it's going to be a thriller at the very end. It might come down to 13 seconds. Just saying.
Let's hope it does.
But yeah, I'm going to stay away from this. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I would actually take the under.
I agree with that. Tyson, who do you got in this game?
I got Buffalo. But I think the game's going to be a little bit closer than what people think it's going to be. I think the Jets are going to – I think that crowd and the fact that it's week 1 and Aaron Rodgers, I think the fan is going to carry that team very competitively. I think Buffalo might squeak it out at the end. But I think it's very important that even if the Jets do lose this game, that they show up. I'm talking about punch the Bills in the mouth and just be like, we're here. This is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have a dogfight in this division. You know what I'm saying, we've arrived. I think this is a very, very, very important game for the Jets, not just from a football standpoint, but from a mental mindset, because if Aaron Rodgers can start the game out hot and win this and win this game, I think it's going to really I think the Jets season can skyrocket from here. Or if it can go the other way, where the Bills just, beat the brakes off the Jets and the Jets are still the Jets, and then the season just goes completely tanked. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's very, very important for the Jets to at least give the Bills a scare in this first game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, please. The last thing I need is a freaking blowout by the Bills, right, Dan? All right, Dan. What's your thoughts here? Give me your thoughts. What about the Jets? Obviously, you're going to pick the Jets. I see your tweets. Bills washing the Jets by 3 touchdowns. But give me your thoughts of this game.
Yeah. Normally, that's just, so when I want to troll.
I know.
Sort of everything along those lines. So, I mean, obviously, I am going to pick the Buffalo Bills in this game. I'm not, I hate any sort of point spread that's at +2.5 because I have gotten absolutely shafted by a field goal by, a 3 to 4 point, margin that I'm scared of picking any sort of +2.5. I hate when the spread is that close. I stay away from it. I'm picking the Bills to win outright on the money line because I love the continuity. And I just have a feeling it's going to take the Jets a couple of games to get things going. I still have them as second place wild card team making the playoffs. That is hands down. I have no issues there. But my money pick once again, let's just keep this trend going. I'm loving the under. I am loving the under. I'm talking you have two defenses at full health, both very, very good. Two defensive-minded coaches who you know are going to go out there and put together one of the best schemes, plans they've ever seen. Because frankly, guys, listen, like we saw the preseason from the Bills and the Jets. We haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything of what either of these teams are planning to do from a scheme perspective. It's going to be a defensive chess match. And 46 points, dude, that's way too much. I'm hammering the under on this as well in Bills' money line.
Yeah, not the last part, but I agree with the under for sure. I think this is going to be a defensive battle between both squads. I think that this Jets defense is going to be ready to go from the start, but this Jets offense, it might take a little bit to get in rhythm. I think that the eruption of the crowd, I mean, the crowd's going to be a huge factor in this, and I don't think I'm even prepared for this Jets crowd week one. It's going to be the loudest crowd like ever. Since we got Aaron Rodgers in April, it's just been this Jets fan base has been starving and waiting for this moment to officially see him. I mean, we finally got to see Aaron Rodgers play football for the Jets Saturday night, and that was even wild in a preseason game. So just imagine what it's going to be like when he walks out of that tunnel and, like, he hears that crowd. There might be some jitters from this Jets offense. And listen, we talked about the continuity factor. The Jets defense, they're in year 3 with Saleh, but this offense, they're technically in year 1 with Rodgers and Hackett. So I do think it's going to be more of a defensive battle, and I think the key to this Jets victory is going to be defending and running the football and protecting the ball as well, and also forcing turnovers. I think that's how the Jets win this game. If they do, that's the formula. We saw it last year how the Jets beat the Bills. Zach Wilson didn't have to do much. I mean, he just had to protect the football, run the football, and play good defense, and that's how we beat them. So I think the Jets are going to stick to that formula, still take some shots, still be aggressive on offense, but really make sure that this defense can shut down the Buffalo Bills offense, because last year, Josh Allen's two worst games of his season last year was against the New York Jets, and that wasn't by fluke, by the way. Robert Saleh, when he came here, he built his defense to shut down Josh Allen because Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the division, because the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the division. And when Robert Saleh got here, he knew the only way we can get through this division is if we can somehow figure out a way to beat the Bills. Last year was proof of that, not able to beat them twice, but we beat them once. And I know everyone's like, oh, Richie's still holding on to that last year. But I'm just telling you guys, from a Jets perspective, I listened to everything the coach says. He built this team to shut down a guy like Josh Allen. Not to say that they're going to shut him down week one. I think Josh Allen's going to make some plays. I think Josh Allen has something to prove in this game as well. Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback in this league for a reason. He can make plays with his legs. He can freaking nuke that ball 80 yards. I mean, I think Josh Allen made the best throw of his life against the Jets, by the way, in the final play of the game when it was to Gabe Davis and it was incomplete. But he freaking threw that thing on a frozen rope 70 yards. I mean, I have no idea how he did that. Josh Allen is a freak of nature, freak of talent, and the Jets got to figure out a way to shut him down. It's not going to be easy. I think the key to containing Josh Allen is getting to him, consistent pressure, and then force him to make those hopeful turnovers. But the reality is the Jets got to rely on their offense, run game, protect the football, and it's going to be a freaking chess match of a defensive battle, and I really think it's going to be fun to watch. And listen, this Buffalo Bills team, 3-time AFC champs for a reason. They are the team to beat, and I'm excited to see what happens, man, because this Jets team got a big-time test with the whole freaking planet Earth watching on Monday Night Football on 9/11. It's going to be crazy. I'm taking the under on this, and of course, the Jets money line.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, guys, one quick announcement to all the mods. First off, as far as the live chat, we are completely fine with any sort of team trash talk, and even profanity is fine. But if there's any personal attacks at all to anybody else in the chat whatsoever, you will be timed out, etc. All right? And so say that mods are abusing that. Those are the rules that are set in stone. Only personal attacks. Don't go wanting to time somebody out or blocking somebody if, say, for example, they just say something that you don't like because you're a Jets fan or you're a Dolphins fan or you're a Bills fan. That's the rules. It's fine. Like I said, this is basically a trash talk channel. We can keep it that way.
Who's been acting the fool up in the chat? I haven't been looking at the chat.
Not anyone in particular. I just wanted to tell some of the mods.
Let him know, Dan.
Yeah, most definitely. And so I will be the dad of this chat if necessary.
You are the dad. You're the father.
Play nice.
There's
kids.
only one
Play
person
nice
banned.
kids.
There's only one person that's been banned, and that's Delusional Patriots fan. I banned him personally.
Oh, Master at
That's
Work
it.
banned him personally.
Yeah, he's banned for life.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right. Well, we just opened this up to the Jets Q&A segment, guys. So all the Patreon members, the link is now live. Go to Patreon. You'll see the link to join. This is going to be an exciting time. This is how we wrap up the show. We're going to have a lot of you guys come in and probably attack me, attack Dan, attack Master at Work, attack TD. Let's freaking go, baby. I'm excited for this.
Let's go.
You read the super chats?
No, we're going to read all the super chats as everybody piles in. So,
All right,
guys, everybody start piling in, and let's get into the super chats because we do got a lot to get through. We appreciate all the support, guys. I don't even know where to start. I think we already read this one. David says, love the channel, guys. Fins up all day. I have a question. No one give Dolphins a chance because of Tua. What if he stays healthy and this offense cooks? I think if
Super
Tua
Bowl.
stays healthy, man, this Dolphins team's for real. I really think he's the only missing link. And he got him doing jiu-jitsu, so he knows how to not hit his head every time he hits the turf. So I think, and like I said, I think it's more of a defense thing for me with the Dolphins personally. If Tua's healthy, that offense is top 5, top 10.
So as long as his first read is wide open every single time, yeah, you guys got a shot for sure.
Here go Dan.
I might not like all of Master at Work's takes, but he's right. There you go.
Freezer Jr.
I'm usually always right, but thank you.
Bills, Fins, over 10 wins, Jets not 11 W's, Pats 6 and 10. Interesting.
Tough.
TD's, you the best Fins fan I know in the world.
I hope you know a lot of fans.
Should have read my membership chat. Glenn, I did not see that. When you come into the channel, let us know what it was, Glenn. When you come in for the Patreon call-in show. Adam with the $5. O-line versus D-line in AFC East. Who has the best advantage between the four? This is where the game is won, I think. It's a great question, man. I mean, does he mean offensive, like if the Jets' defensive line goes up against the Dolphins' offensive line or vice versa?
The Patriots ultimately win the trenches because at least they have the best O-line. All of our O-lines we're nervous about because the D-lines in this division can get through them. And that's my take on that. I think the Patriots have the best advantage in for this question because they have the best O-line.
Yeah. I mean, I try not to be a homer here and be biased, but I think this Jets defensive line is going to be historic this season based off what I'm seeing in training camp with the 10 rotation deep fellas. So I think that even the best offensive line that we go up against, the Jets are going to be able to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, the Jets have the best defensive line in the division. It's not even a debate.
And the Patriots have the best offensive line. I can agree.
But that's not saying a lot, bro.
It's true. Dan, check PM Discord ASAP. I think that was at 9:07. He said that.
Gotcha.
Honest non-troll TD. Why I fell in love with this channel.
Honest
non-troll TD. Everyone's got it.
That's his channel.
Okay.
You know, the clip I showed, that's him being honest.
Salute the
La Villa with the $5. Patriots are so weak, they can't even handle a few years of trash product on the field. Glorious. This is going to be it for the next 20 years. Go Jets, baby.
Jets.
Oh, we've waited a long time for this. Jimmy! And we're speaking of Jimmy Casket. You know what? Let's bring in Jimmy because this is the final super chat for now, and Jimmy is waiting right here. So, Jimmy, this is what you said. This game is going to be winnable by the Jets. However, A-Rod has like no game time with the offense, so it doesn't click. We will lose, especially against the Bills. Why don't you elaborate on that take, Jimmy?
What's going on, Casket?
It's because, the Bills are such a good team, and, A-Rod's going to, has no experience with this offense. He's going to have to play, a team like the Bills. Week 1, he played two drives against the Giants, but that's it. It's against backup. So, it depends how well A-Rod clicks. The good thing is that A-Rod, he doesn't have to play spectacularly. Like, he doesn't have to play like elite because, our defense, is just so damn good. I think we'll be able to contain the Bills. I remember MetLife last year. They only scored like 17 points, and in Buffalo, Highmark Stadium, they only scored like 20. So it's not like the Bills are going to rack up the points, like 40 points. Our defense will be able to contain them. We got a great secondary, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed. Great D-line, great rotation, as you said. But, obviously Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs are going to make plays. But I think we can keep them contained. It's just on the offense, bro.
See, this is a real Jets fan right here, Jimmy. You bring up the concerns, and it's realistic concerns, man. I agree.
I'm not overly confident. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I have us losing this game, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I have us losing because A-Rod's his first game. He's not gonna come out and like be like MVP type level. I think the Jets are gonna show up. Aaron Rodgers gonna have some touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, they're all gonna play good. But like at the end of the day, it's the Bills, man. They've been running this AFC East for the past 5 years, and it's a new quarterback, new offensive coordinator. Everyone's not used to that yet, so it's gonna take a few games for us to get used to. But I feel like we're gonna show up, and once we click, we'll be ready for our rematch in Buffalo.
Yeah, man, I agree. I think that's a very objective take, and I think that if the Jets lose this game, it's not the end of the world for the season, obviously.
Yeah,
of course.
But
so
if we want to win the division, we got to win this game.
Yeah. So really, so when it comes down to week one, and we said this on the show already, week one is the craziest week in all of the NFL. Like, everyone's rusty, and so they're used to playing people that are, sort of trying to gear up for their XFL, sort of try out right now. All right. Like, they're going up against ones, and it's going to take time for everyone to get used to it. So whether or not the Jets lose or whether or not the Bills lose, there's going to be fan bases on Twitter and so many other social media platforms trying to say, oh, man, the season's over, we're done. That's not the case at all. I'm still confident both the Bills and the Jets, regardless of what happens on week one, are still going to make a damn run going on into it. I wouldn't put too much weight on who wins the game or who loses the game. It's week one, baby, and let's just hope for a good football game.
Yeah, I think the Jets do have a good chance to win. So I just give the edge to the Bills.
All right, Jimmy.
I can confidently say, again, with a new scheme on the offense, that we'll be able to beat the Bills. There's such
I think Jimmy, we can both agree that we hope you're wrong, but I love your objective take because it's real. The Buffalo Bills are a serious team, so we appreciate the call, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. See, not every Jets fan is.
Sure.
Come on, Jimmy keeps it real. You guys,
so you have no idea which casket you're gonna get like every single Wednesday. You know what I mean? That's what I love about that guy. Like, he has variance. You know what I mean? Like,
and I did love your take on that, Dan. I think whoever loses this game week one is gonna be like, whether it's the Jets or the Bills, the narrative is gonna be they're trash, their season's done. The Jets are bliss, the Bills are that, and I don't think week one is going to tell the whole story for the whole season.
No.
And even with Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, even if he stinks it up week one, I'm not going to sit straight up and say he's washed, because don't forget, Aaron Rodgers stinks it up at week one in his past 3 years, even his MVP year. Remember against the Saints week one, 2 years ago? Everybody was calling him washed, and then he went out there and dropped 48 touchdowns and 3 picks for the rest of the season. So week one is like, everyone's so starving for football and everyone has these takes, but like, let's let it marinate a little bit.
And so the Chiefs started I think it was 2-4 last year or something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, it's week one.
Izzy's back.
Wow. What up, baby? Unit. I was about to say that was a unit of a ghost. What's up, man?
Let's go. How y'all doing?
Good.
What's up, hey, Izzy, let's pause 1 second real quick. Richie, Glenn was saying read his membership message.
I don't see it.
It's up there. You just go up a little bit. It's at 8:35.
8:35. Okay, let me go up to it.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Oh, this is a big one. It says, if this channel gets 600 likes, I will gift 20 memberships. TD channel got 600 the other night. Guys, 600 likes and Glenn will gift 20 memberships.
We almost there, man. We only need 51 more likes.
Keep that on the screen, Dan. Keep that on the screen.
One more. That's what Glenn is providing for each and every single one of you.
Yeah,
he's done it, dude. He's done it. He's gifted memberships on my channel. He's done it all. It's for real.
Get him, Quagmire.
Dan, you got to help me out more with these super chats. Thank you for doing that for me. I gave you the producer role, so help me out with these. I can't do it all myself.
I'm learning from the best, man.
Glenn, thank you so much, man. 600 likes. We're at 578, 582. Glenn will gift 20 memberships when we hit 600 freaking likes. Glenn, you're the man, bro. Cannot wait to have you on. Glenn is actually
Glenn's a homie, man.
Glenn, there's Izzy. Then we got Michael, Lissell, DF. Oh, he's not behind the stage anymore. All right. We'll see. But Izzy, what's good, bro?
Not much, man. You know, chilling out, relaxing. Me and the dog.
You ready for week 1?
Ready for week 1, man. This weekend's my son's birthday weekend, so we're going to Virginia, hitting Busch Gardens up, Water Country USA. You know, having some fun with the little man, and then coming back for week 1. Post game show with Akeem Richens, co-founder of the Buffalo Bills, Built-in Buffalo Network, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time.
Hell yeah, man.
That's going to be awesome, man. I'm excited to see what happens week 1, brother.
Yes, sir. I agree with our guy who just was on. I think we win. I think it's gonna be close. I don't think the Jets are gonna stink up the joint. I've been saying since you guys have done the round table and I've been on here, the Jets to me, with the way they've been moving, have been the most likely to challenge the Bills in the AFC East. I've been saying that, and I'm going to stick by it. I think that the Jets are a real threat. I think that the Bills are going to have to really be on their P's and Q's. I also agree with the statement I saw earlier in the video that said that the Bills roster right now is better than it's been. It is. Our one weak point is middle linebacker, and that might not be a weak point for very long. So we'll see outside of that. But Kirksey's on the roster. He's going to learn that the defense in the next few weeks and probably be elevated to the main roster. Somebody's going to get cut. Sorry, somebody, whoever you are. But this is about a Super Bowl, not about you. So it is what it is. The Buffalo Bills, you know, they got their work cut out for them. This division is tougher. The AFC is tougher. The NFL is tougher. And we have a nice, tough schedule, as do the rest of you guys. So I'll be cordial today because we don't have a game this weekend. This is just business at this point. Buffalo is out here to do what they got to do to win the games they got coming up. And Jets are first. Then we got the Raiders, and then we got the freaking Commanders. So, week 1 is week 1. Week 1 is the fool. Everybody was like, the Bills beat the Rams week 1 last year, and then the Rams sucked. And then we beat the Titans in week 2. Beat the brakes off both those teams, and they both sucked last year. So we'll see what happens.
We will see. Izzy, just wanted to say before you go, thank you for filling in for Dan last week. You absolutely killed it.
Yeah, likewise, bro. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys having me. That was awesome. It was a great experience.
Absolutely.
And you guys are great. And I love all you guys. Just so you guys know, there's no hate between you. I'll talk the shit I talk, but then, it all comes back to love at the end. You guys are all good people.
All love, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Big time, big time. Izzy's the man, bro.
Yeah, one more super chat. Somebody committed to the 600.
Y'all get 600 likes, I'll gift an additional 10 memberships. So we're at 616 likes. Glenn owes people 20 memberships, and Deshaun is going to give us 10 memberships as well. So everybody in the chat, if you hit that like button, you get a more likely opportunity to get a membership. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. T. Rivera. Richie, last year when we beat the Bills with Zach Wilson in the fourth quarter, the Bills couldn't stop a 5-year-old on a scooter. We win with our running game. Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, the best running back duo in the NFL.
The beautiful part about that is, my friend, is that both of those matchups were in the middle of the season. And we did mention earlier in the show that we are getting both full-strength Buffalo Bills and full-strength New York Jets prior to this game. So don't think that this is going to be the same from last year, man. This is truly going to be the test.
Jets are going to Will Smith the Bills, bro. Listen to Lavilla, Dan, and just admit it. We're going to smack him.
Lavilla, man, right. Listen, you know what? Like, when it comes down into it, and so last thing I'll say, I don't take a lot of, the trash talk from the Jets, not because I disagree with them, but it's because, I feel so bad for what's coming. I feel so bad for what's coming.
I'm going to cut you off there because Glenn just gave 20 memberships. Dan, we don't know what you're saying. Glenn just gifted 20 damn memberships. He's an animal. Glenn, thank you so much. I'm going to try to read them off as much as I can. It's Snoopy, congratulations. Blue Eyes, Slideshow, JD, Lil HP, JT, Jonathan, AZ Jets, Red John, 19 New York Jets, 69. Nice. Vegas K, AWX Clutch, Zachary, Dolphin State of Mind, Damon, Elmo's World, J Nectic 94, Mr. Fanatic, Alex, AZ Jets, Covered in Sauce, Steven, Tryhard, oh my God, am I done yet? Jets fan for life, congratulations. Those are the 20 memberships on the channel on behalf of our guy
Glenn, my boy.
And
Wow.
and Deshaun Wilson just became a member as well. So
Let's
salute
go.
to Deshaun.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Deshaun. Thank you, everybody showing love. We appreciate you
Well,
guys.
Deshaun say he's gonna give memberships. He
He just
did.
gifted 10.
Yeah, he just gifted 10 more memberships.
Ocean,
crazy.
congratulations. Joker Jones. Return of the Mac. AWX Clutch. Hippie. Chuck. Diggs in a blanket. A fungus mungus. Jets up.
Diggs in a blanket. I love that guy.
Hockey Tay, congratulations. We got 30 new members on the channel because on behalf of Glenn and Deshaun. That's freaking awesome, guys.
That is
Thank
so
you.
awesome. Glenn, you're the
Diggs
man.
in a blanket. That
Freaking
is
sick, man.
a dope name.
Now you guys can use some really unique. You can spam members. Now that you're members, you guys get access to some emojis where you can use the face in the chat of who you represent. And so you got Juan spamming Dan Mitchell's ugly face. Now you can spam my ugly face too if you're a Jets fan.
I love that.
All right, let's get into the callers. We got DF Forever in the house.
What up, Dwayne?
Hey, big time. What's up, man?
First
Nice
and
to meet you.
foremost, I have so much respect for all of you. I started following TD's work a long time ago. I'm not just a fan of the Bills. I'm a fan of football. And because of that, I follow all you guys on your channels. The last few times in chat, I've kind of slammed TD a lot, so I'm going to give him a break today. TD, you deserve a break. You know I'm more of a fan of your honest TD and that troll TD, but that is what that is, and that's what makes you TD Friends Talk. Richie, as far as the Bills-Jets game, I think we're going to get you by 6. And sorry, Dan, you're going to kill me for saying this, but we're going to win within 13 seconds just to make a point in this league.
Oh, man. Listen, I'll be checked into the
Just to
hospital
make
with a heart
a
attack.
point.
Oh,
Dan, you know I'll be live with you during that, and we'll both probably be at the hospital if that happens.
Oh, my God, man.
Master at work,
hate
I
those
got to
cardiacs.
pick on you a little bit. I follow your work an awful lot. You're a true artist with your graphics and everything else to do. But you got me hidden in your channel, man. Why?
How do I have you hidden in my channel?
I don't know. I'm hidden in your channel. Look me up.
Well, I don't know how because I don't ever live stream anyway. So I wouldn't even know if I hid you. How would I hide you?
I just know. Well,
So Ahmad might have did it or something.
yeah. I don't know.
That
Just
could've been
check
it.
it out.
No, I don't remember hiding you.
As to the Finns Chargers game. Sorry, Dan. I got Miami winning by 10 that game. I
10?
think the Chargers are getting way too much smoke this year. I don't think they're going to be the team people think. I think they got a fantastic quarterback, but I think their Lions struggle too often that much. And I see Miami coming out of the gate hard this game. Other than that, that's all I got. And again, extreme respect to all of you. Peace.
DF,
Thank
it
you
was
so
great to
much,
finally
DF.
meet you, man. Thank you
Dwayne,
for
you're
all
the
the
man,
support.
bro. Thank you.
Thank you for all the support you show on not only just the AFC East Roundtable, but my channel as well. We appreciate you, man. That was awesome.
He's that guy. He's
He
that
is
guy.
that guy. He is that guy. All right. Next. Caller in the house.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, man.
LaSalle.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Yeah,
bro?
Hey, TD. Yeah,
What
okay,
up,
so
man?
I got two things for y'all. First of all, like you guys did with the whole like ranking all like the positions for like both our teams. And I remember like you guys were saying that you're gonna do a linebackers, like the linebackers. And it never came up.
Yeah, we couldn't do the last three.
But I want to try to put in my ranking a little bit. Because I know that TD Fans was going to talk shit about our linebacking core. We're going to talk shit about our linebacking core, the Jets linebacking core. But I have to say, I don't have anything with linebackers either. For me in particular, I think we have more potential on our linebackers than the Finns, and we still have more talent than them when it comes to linebackers. In my eyes, anyway.
I'm actually not even debating that. I was just saying there's room for improvement for the Jets, and we're in a similar situation. I wasn't actually knocking the Jets linebacking core, but it's not like they're a shoe-in.
No. I'm not saying we're showing. I'm not saying I would have named them like top three, like when it comes to us at the AFC, and then I put the Patriots at number like 2 because their linebackers are always very good. I don't and then the Bills at number 1 because the Bills again they have a good linebacking core. They got a great linebacking core, and then I put the Finns at number 4.
Well, I ain't gonna argue. We do struggle in that area.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that ours is very good. I put us at number 3. Like we're almost bottom 2. But like both of us have something to struggle with linebackers. Like it is what it is. I just feel like we have more potential. Especially with Zaire or Barnes. I feel like him next year probably will be our starting linebacker replacing CJ.
Nah, CJ ain't going nowhere next year. He's staying put.
Sorry. Yeah.
So it's interesting, man. Like, so I think that there's definitely certain holes within the room. Like, for example, the Bills have an issue at middle linebacker. As far as outside linebacker, like I'll definitely go out and say that I think Matt Milano is the best linebacker that's in the AFC East currently. I think some Jets fans might be able to like argue with me that it's CJ Mosley. But like there's normally holes, but it's more so from a specific position rather than a unit as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. And then the number 2 thing, I'm thinking about going up to $25 for your Patreon, but I want to know what are the differences between you guys' Patreon memberships.
So you wouldn't
like what is the particular difference?
Yeah. Oh, no. So you wouldn't need to, because so you're grandfathered in since you have that $10 per month ready to go. So like, guys, just to provide further context on that, in order to actually be able to join this show, right? Then you can go on ahead and sign up for the $10 tier, and that means that you get to come on this show and do what LaSalle is doing. But tonight is the final night that you can do it because next Wednesday it's become the $25 tier in order for you to come onto the show and discuss. Everyone that is in the $10 tier or up, y'all are grandfathered in. But this is the last night where you can join and come on the show. So
okay. So you're deleting it, leaning to $10 entirely, then move it up to $25.
Yes, sir.
What you're trying to say. Oh, yep. Okay. Because I was really thinking about it. That I want to do those extra stuff you guys do at $25, like debating with other people as well. So I was really like hoping to do that.
We are adding some of those things as well. So stay tuned, LaSalle. It's not finalized yet.
No, don't worry. I'm cool. I'm sure.
All right,
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you as always, brother. Let's go Jets. Let's go.
I think we have 5 more gifted memberships by Deshaun.
Oh,
hey Deshaun.
Someone want to read them out? I missed them.
Well, I gotta find them myself.
Come on, guys.
All right, here it is. The gifted memberships go to Jet Set for Life, Walt Liquor, Tyler Umberger, K Yeti, and number 1.
Let's go.
No one. Excuse me. And Malachi Rhodes just joined the Patreon. Welcome, homie.
Hey, let's go. All right, we got the next caller who's about to bring that heat. Welcome in, King Lowski.
King Lowski.
AFC East Roundtable, gents. How are we doing this evening?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Fantastic.
I'm doing well, man. Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's get to business, baby. Dan Mitchell, you ran from me last week, my brother. What's going on, Dan Mitchell?
Oh, man. Dude, low-key, I was scared. No. I was on vacation. I had my boy help me out.
Yeah, you better be scared. We won, Dan Mitchell. You up here talking all of this blasphemy, talking about you coming in fully healthy. Like you ain't got Von Miller. Dan Mitchell, cut the lies, Dan Mitchell. Yeah, cut the lies, Dan Mitchell. Like you up here talking all of this Buffalo gonna win talk. Are you crazy, Dan Mitchell? Huh? What's wrong with you, Dan Mitchell? Who you gonna throw out there? You ain't talking about your run game, Dan Mitchell. You had Izzy coming here last week, Dan Mitchell, talking that crap about Buffalo, Dan Mitchell, talking all of that. Oh, Buffalo's gonna do this, Buffalo's gonna do that. Talk about your run game, Dan Mitchell. What you gonna throw out there? The little cook? You're gonna get the little cook out there? We got the big cook, Dan Mitchell. The big cook, Dan Mitchell. Talking all of that nonsense. ATD! ATD! I done told you, stop fantasizing about our defensive line. Stop doing that, TD. What's wrong with you, man? Huh?
TD, you're muted.
I'm just giving you some props, man. I ain't fantasizing.
You give it to it's TD Jazz talk over there, baby.
Bro,
It's
we gonna be
Jazz talk.
we gonna be our D line gonna be better than y'all's anyway.
Ooh, TD. Stop lying to these folks, TD. Stop lying to these folks. Where Parks at, man? Where Parks at?
That's what I'm talking about.
We miss Parks.
This is ridiculous.
We need Parks
be
and
back.
Pawlowski in this together at the same time.
He'll be
Yeah,
be back.
King.
Hey, Master at work, I'm gonna leave you alone tonight, man. I done heard you tonight. You've been going through a lot. I get it. The doormat of the league, it's a dark place. I get it. I'm gonna leave you alone tonight. I just want to get that blasphemous Dan Mitchell talking out of the way. You got all of these callers up here who's talking about they Jet fans, talking about the Bills gonna win. You done lost your doggone mind. We gonna make you one-dimensional on both sides of the ball. Best believe that. Shut down. Sauce, baby. You can best believe that. The run game, shut down. Quinn Williams and Josh Allen left all game. Best believe it. Talking all that blasphemous Dan Mitchell. You don't need so much.
Oh man, hey guys, listen, I'm not gonna be here next week. I'm traveling.
I love y'all guys. Let's keep this going all year. I told
Let's
you,
do it.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm here, baby. Jets.
Jets.
Let's go, baby. Super Bowl bound.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, we got to get him on with Parks one day, man.
That is the
That-
man.
Dan, I'll give you the floor. Your thoughts of him attacking you.
I mean, I got nothing to say.
Bro, that was awesome.
Don't worry. Let's see if
keeps
he had
leveling it
a.
up.
Let's see if he had
Hey,
that
King.
energy.
Hey King, by the way, I did notice that you were in Atlanta as well. Hope you're sort of hanging in there with that hurricane too, man. I definitely understand that it was around your way. But
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ricardo, king for life.
King for life.
King Cat.
He just makes sure that he's
As
hanging
well.
around whenever
Uh-oh.
they're.
That bomb
Under
Josh Allen
500.
comes through. Sit down, King. We killing you week 1. We're still not winning a ring, though. Tradition. Wait, what? That just contradicted it.
I feel like, yeah, you know what? I think that's a Dolphins fan. It's got to be a Dolphins fan.
That's hilarious, though.
in
Wow.
the
It's gotta-
skies.
It's
That
funny.
was great. That was great. All right.
Yeah.
We got Michael back representing the
Gentlemen!
Browns.
Mike,
dude.
Browns
How y'all
in the
doing?
building.
What's up, bro?
Welcome
It's
back.
good to
Oh,
see you.
not much. Not much. Oh, it's great to see you too. I'm glad that you survived the hurricane. I heard that was pretty so-so. Touch and go for a while.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like right now, like I'm like sitting on a Key West island, bro, and I was just like, I'm in the worst place on earth for a hurricane coming. But luckily, I just skirted by. I survived.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a cabin out in Tybee, so I got scared. I was like, I don't know if it's going to hit Georgia or not.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah. So, gentlemen, obviously, you know, you went through your little AFC East kind of roundup a little bit. But what I kind of want to know from your respective teams, especially, at least from your point of view, what do you think is your keys to win for each of your teams? Now, I think the Patriots have a tough kind of opening game with the Eagles, NFC champions. I think the Dolphins also have a very, very tough opener. I actually kind of have the Chargers winning that game. Sorry, TD. I'm not really high on the Dolphins this year, and most of my associates know that. But also, and no offense to Richie, I do have the Bills winning week 1. And that's nothing against the Jets. I'm pretty high on the Jets this year. It's just that I still don't believe in your offensive line. I need to see more out of Rodgers. I don't love your passing attack outside of Garrett Wilson, especially with the retirement of Corey Davis, the more I look. So I guess, what are your keys to win? And then I guess my second kind of question would be, are there any undrafted free agents that made your respective teams that you're really, really excited about that they made the team, and any waiver wire prospects that you guys are kind of like interested in seeing that made your practice squad?
Yeah, I mean, dude, Michael, you're the man, first of all. Thank you for coming in with these
Some great questions, by the way,
Great
too.
questions. So the keys for the Jets to beat the Buffalo Bills, it's defense. Like the way this team is built is defense and shutting down the Buffalo Bills offense, which is basically getting consistent pass rush to Josh Allen, which hopefully will force him into some turnovers. And I think that if this New York Jets team can win the turnover margin against the Buffalo Bills, they will win this game. And I think that's the difference with this Jets defense. The first half of the year last year, we were leading the league in takeaways. The second half of the year, we did not have any takeaways. And I think the offense being so depleted hurt this defense last year at the end of the year, because we were just straining the defense how to do everything. And now, hopefully, when we have some leads, that the opposing offense is going to have to, start airing the ball out, which will create some more turnovers. So the keys to win week 1 for the New York Jets, it's protecting the football and just establishing a run game and set up the play action for Aaron Rodgers. We don't need to get crazy. We don't need to stretch the field and throw bombs. I think just play it smart, check it down to the running backs and the tight ends off play actions, and just really hone in on Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, Michael Carter. Our run game is going to be Aaron Rodgers' best friend, and that defense is really going to be the difference maker, I think, against the Buffalo Bills. And that second part of your question, if you watched Hard Knocks last night, they featured our undrafted free agent wide receivers, Jason Brownlee and Xavier Gibson. They were best friends, and they both made the 53-man roster, which Jets fans are really, really excited about. With the retirement of Corey Davis, like you mentioned, it opened up a roster spot for us at the wide receiver room. Jason Brownlee and Xavier Gibson, they've been turning heads all throughout training camp and in the preseason. Aaron Rodgers have been glowing about them both, and he's been taking them underneath their wing. So those are the only two guys that are undrafted free agents that made the team. But I do want to give a quick shout-out to our undrafted free agent last year, Tony Adams, who is our starting free safety, who is a really fun story, and I'm excited to see what he can do because not a lot of people know about him. And even shout-out to my man Peter Schrager on Good Morning Football. He put him at number 9 on his list for top 10 underrated breakout stars, and Tony Adams was on that list. Undrafted free agent. He's our starting safety, and a lot of people are going to learn his name this year.
Love that.
Cool.
Real
How
quick,
about you, TD? How about the fence?
real quick
We'll go
for
around
me,
the little box.
the keys to winning that game is going to be the offensive line, making sure it provides the necessary protection, and also how well we can run the ball. Because if the Chargers get back into what they did last year, based off of our current personnel, I just don't see how we're going to break through that secondary. So we're going to have to run the ball very well to offset it to actually win that game. As far as undrafted rookies, Chris Brooks made the team. Nobody expected that to happen. I mean, not that we didn't expect it to happen, but you didn't see it before camp started. But when you saw those preseason games, when he got his opportunity, he was able to shine. Now, mind you, he may have not have been playing against first unit guys, but the talent showed up. You also got a guy named Julian Hill at the tight end position. I mean, we drafted a tight end and ended up cutting him, and this undrafted guy came in, showed up, showed out, because we're real thin in that position, but this is an opportunity for him to make a name for himself. He may have an opportunity to actually even play this year. I'm not sure about Chris Brooks, but yeah, that's my take. There's one more, but I don't think he's going to get much playing time at all. So that's where we are with it.
Cool. Danny boy.
All right, man. Listen, when it comes down to the Jets, this is going to be one thing. We are in desperate need to slow down that run game. Everybody knows that the Buffalo Bills had a very difficult time stopping the run, and that was even with Edmonds out there at middle linebacker. Love that Kirksey pickup, especially when you compare their stats from last year. Him and Edmonds, very similar, and I think it's a hell of a lot better of an option of what we had at middle linebacker. But quite frankly, me expecting Kirksey to go in there and be able to learn the playbook enough where McDermott is going to trust him to throw him out there week one is quite simply a snowball's chance in hell. So we're going to have to run with a particular scheme to take that run game out of the situation. I saw something preseason week one where I saw them running a lot of Tampa 1, where we essentially had 3 safeties out there, and then we had Taylor Rapp, who is an absolute stud when it's shooting through gaps, stopping the run behind the line. and literally just having Milano and Dorian Williams out there. We're going to have to scheme against that weakness. If we can take out that run, one of the two, I also agree with you that Garrett Wilson is the only weapon that truly scares me. I have question marks with their pass catchers. And then afterwards, I trust a healthy Hyde, a Poyer, a Trey White, who I think everyone has forgotten that this guy is an elite DB in this league. I trust them to be able to soften the blow. From an offensive side of things, we're going to have to make sure that we spread the ball around as much as humanly possible, because that secondary, they locked us down. And granted, we did have a Gabe Davis who was suffering with a high ankle sprain last year. It wasn't quite the same. Now we bring in
it's a rough injury.
Exactly. Now we have speed with Hardy, who I really, really like at the end of the day. We have a running game with Damian Harris and Latavius Murray, bowling ball running backs, power runners, something we haven't had in a very, very long time. We have to chip away at that clock when we have the ball. I'm talking, I don't care. I don't want to see big splash plays from Josh Allen, him throwing some bomb for like a 50, 60-yard gain and us completely losing the battle of time for possession. We need to keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hand. And then at the exact same time, we also need to do our best so to make sure that we can try and contain that Dalvin Cook and that Breece Hall run attack and make Aaron Rodgers beat you with his wide receiver 2, 3, and tight ends.
It's pretty good analysis. Master work together. Any sort of positivity towards the Patriots. What are the keys to win against the Eagles?
Bro, there's no such thing as there was a key. Yeah, there's an invisible door, bro. There is not even a door to put a key in, bro. That's all I have to say. There's no such thing as a key to victory, bro. Just lay down and just take it. That's all. That's my advice. Lay down and just take it.
Oh man.
You know, I'd be lying if it wasn't refreshing to hear Patriots fans suffer, but it is a little bit refreshing.
Michael, we appreciate the call, man. That was an excellent two-parter question that you gave all four of us. We really do appreciate your insight, and of course your support outside of the AFC East is always what we really appreciate a lot on this channel. So thank you, bro.
And so take the Browns. And so take the Browns money line against the Bengals week 1, by the way, guys. Just saying.
Yeah. Joe Burrow is not good against elite pass rushers, and we have a lot of them. So.
Yep.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Quick moment.
Thank you, Michael. See you next week.
It.
All right, Mike.
Awesome, man.
Hell yeah. Y'all better take that Browns money line, baby.
All right, we got two more callers. The legend Glenn is here.
Hey, Glenn.
Glenn.
Something wrong with Glenn. Go to the next one until you fix it. Yeah.
King Allen.
What's going on, guys?
What up?
TD, what happened? I thought Jonathan Taylor was going to be a Dolphin.
Oh, we didn't even get the thought.
No, he is. It's still going to happen, bro.
Yeah, okay.
And so in Earth,
giving up your wide receiver, it ain't happening.
And so in Earth 317, he is.
Well, Andy's a Buffalo fan, right?
He is, of course.
Oh yeah, no Von Miller in Week 4 against the Dolphins. Tough love.
It's okay. Gregory Rousseau gonna own the Dolphins' offensive line. Ain't worried.
Sure.
What's Miami's all-time record against Josh Allen? 9-2? No, 2-9. 2-9.
It's 3-9. 3-9 after Week 4.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Richie, who does Rodgers think he is? Thanos with the "I don't even know who you are"?
I don't even know who you are. Yeah, man.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was a crazy moment. It's good to see Rodgers still got that fire, man. Even though it's just a preseason, it's still.
And so he was true when he said that. Like, that line is very difficult to send a reasonable comeback on.
And then he said, "I don't know who you are." Rodgers like, bullshit.
Dan, don't tweet and drink.
I know. I got to stop doing that.
Or Instagram stories. Or responding to comments on your TikToks.
You're right. It's not a good mix. It's not a good mix. Someone take my phone away when I exceed.
Bro, your Instagram stories are hilarious when you're hammered. Just saying. I can tell when Dan's drunk. It's fucking, it's awesome.
Hey, I do too. Just like tweets.
It's
That
part of the
too.
brand, baby.
No, I mean Dan's trying to spark up this Jets rivalry even more, sending some troll ass tweets, and I get my Jets army coming at him.
It's okay. They'll all be back in the basement by week 6.
Oh, damn it, Andy! I thought I liked you for a second. Nah, I'm kidding. I still like you.
Nah, like I said, they'll be back in the basement. That one dude that was on here earlier, he'll as soon as they're 2-4, he'll go back to not coming on here anymore like he usually does. We ain't seen him before this year.
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
King Lowski.
we'll
That guy.
see. So we need your word.
Till Aaron
that
Rodgers
you
came,
will
he
be
was
here.
quiet.
Hey, you are right. You've been here from the
I'm
start,
always
but
here.
I want to get your word.
Win,
I wanna
lose, or
get your
draw,
word
I'm
that
always
you
here.
will be here.
The only time I'm not is literally if I can't get on because it's too busy at my job because of when you guys come on. That's literally it.
Hey, I
missed
think
one loss and a
I-
couple of wins.
I just thought of something off the top of my head. I think we should get some Patreon members to go after each other. How about Andy versus King Lowski next week before week 1? That would be hilarious. Or
I'm
something
gonna
along
reach out to
those lines.
Deshaun Barks after the show to get him on next week because he's gonna be on next week. I promise
Great.
all that.
Parks is coming back. I love it.
That's
I like
Parks.
that too. Parks is funny as hell.
Yeah, Parks.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Well, Andy, we appreciate it as always, and next week we'll get really into the details of this Jets-Bills game, all right?
Loving it. Can't wait to see you guys lose.
Likewise.
He had to finish it off with that. Well, that's going to wrap up the show, folks. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. How many likes do we got? Is this like a record-breaking show? 665? Can we finish off with 700? Or am I getting
I
greedy,
feel like
folks?
we can.
It'll take care of itself. It'll hit 1,000 overnight.
665 likes, bro. We have more likes than views right now. That's freaking sick. Guys, if you enjoyed this show, please do us a favor. And if you're not already, hit that like button. But I do want to say thank you so much to everybody that's tuning into this AFC East Roundtable show. This is going to be a freaking spectacular season for a lot of reasons. This is year number 4 of the YouTube channel that we built here. Year number 2, technically, of this channel, but year 4 of us 4 being together. And listen, I freaking hate the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins. But I got to admit, I got a lot of respect from my buddies Dan, Tyson, and TD for what they do, and I got nothing but love from all you guys in the chat as well. All the love that gets shown, all the hate that gets shown, we appreciate it all because this channel is about to go freaking nuclear this season. We want to prove to the league that we are the best, I'm talking to you, Michael, division in the AFC. That is the AFC East. We're going to prove that. The New York Jets, the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, and yes, Tyson, the New England Patriots are going to prove a lot of people wrong this year, and we're about to take freaking flight. So excited to see what's next, guys. Listen, a lot of exciting stuff. We're going to have brand new shows launching next week as well. Monday night, SmackDowns, Wednesday shows, Friday shows, potentially Sunday morning shows. And then, of course, stay tuned because Monday Night Football, Jets-Bills, us 4 are getting together for the first time ever. I've never met any of these fellas in person. That's going to be exciting. And we're going to be doing the show at 6 p.m. on September 11th, starting live here on the AFC East Roundtable. So a lot of exciting things happening, man. And can I thank you all? Enough.
It's a glad to say that I was going to call, but I'm having problems with my Halo.
It's 3 more super chats before we get out of here.
Bro, you got the internet as old as he is, bro.
The AO
You got that Windows 95, with that
Cody
Windows
Rife is saying,
95,
remember.
bro.
And so remember when Master decided not to follow through with his bet, fins up, hardy har har.
Oh,
we gonna get it one day.
Eat shit.
And so I got Patreon. Since I never joined these things, I don't know how to call in. Please help because I have some loves to share. Hey, man, listen, we'll be able to wrap you up next week, and we will email it to you personally, my friend. So if you just click it, and you'll be in. King Jamie, you're the man. I miss you on my channel, bro. It's been a minute. Have fun. We'll see you guys next week.
So, King Jamie, basically, if you are on Patreon, you go on that website, you'll get notified, and you'll be a little link to the channel that you can join. And if you have any issues with that, just shoot me an email, Jamie, and I'll help you out. Love that, man. OMG. Awesome LA says to, I think that's to King Lowski. This is Lascelles, by the way. Let's go. We love him, too. So that's going to wrap up the show. Any of you guys have anything else you want to say before we finish things off?
Josh Allen trash.
So go Bills. So things are going to be good this year. Exciting season. And then next week is the officials. start of the
Woo!
season. First episode of the AFC East Roundtable.
What a
Back
long
to the
offseason.
normal stuff.
It
Let's
starts
do
next
it.
Yep.
week. Then
Everything's back to normal Wednesday.
We're gonna see Master at work back on camera next week.
Yeah,
Right?
you will.
Let's go.
Most definitely.
Let's go. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for the super chats as well. 60 total super chats tonight. Cannot thank you guys enough for the support. Let's go AFC East Roundtable. Peace out.